Have you ever considered that nature's strongest remedies might be found within your kitchen? Could common herbs included in your daily diet truly help your body restore its own health? Has contemporary knowledge overlooked vital health insights that ancient cultures understood? For millennia, Buddhist practitioners and healers have recognized a deep secret. Our bodies hold a tremendous capacity for self-repair when supported correctly. They never depended on manufactured drugs or costly procedures. Instead, they utilized nature's bounty, focusing on 5 extraordinary herbs that align perfectly with your body's intrinsic healing processes. Today, we will uncover something genuinely life-changing. We will delve into Buddhist knowledge and learn how these 5 herbs can become your everyday partners for improved health, enhanced immunity, and true well-being. This goes beyond eating. It's about restoring your body's innate power to heal itself. Reflect on this briefly. Your body works tirelessly to sustain equilibrium and mend itself. Yet, when we neglect good nutrition, this inherent healing capacity diminishes. Ancient Buddhist philosophy understood this completely. They knew that preventing illness through correct nutrition was better than battling sickness after it appears. This view matches perfectly with what contemporary research now verifies. Our diet directly impacts our body's potential to heal and flourish. These 5 herbs are not rare or difficult to source. They are humble, easy to find, and potent. You may already own some. Others you can readily include on your regular grocery trips. The elegance of this method is that no life overhaul or vast expense is needed. You simply make deliberate small decisions about your meal ingredients and observe your body answer with refreshed energy and vitality. What grants these herbs their special status? Each one contains distinct therapeutic qualities confirmed by hundreds of years of application and more by current scientific studies. They function together with your body's natural mechanisms to strengthen immunity, lessen inflammation, enhance digestion, sharpen mental focus, and boost overall health. By regularly adding these herbs to your meals, you provide your body the nutritional base it requires to perform its essential task, healing and renewing itself. The Buddhist path to wellness is elegantly simple, yet deeply impactful. Instead of waiting for sickness to establish itself, they concentrated on preserving harmony and balance via conscious decisions. Food was treatment. Herbs were essentials, not extras. This insight shows us that authentic health starts internally, with the choices we make each day. In this video, we will do more than just list these 5 herbs. We will detail precisely how each one functions, what makes it unique, and crucially, how to practically and tastily add it to your diet. We will provide specific recipes, preparation techniques, and daily routines that make using these herbs simple and pleasant. Many individuals invest thousands on supplements and pharmaceuticals, unaware that nature has already supplied all they require. The gap between those who enjoy vibrant health and those who don't often reduces to one factor: knowing which foods to emphasize and then consistently using them. While we examine each herb, please remain receptive. These concepts have been verified over millennia and are now supported by modern science. You will learn that your body is much more able to self-heal than you possibly imagined. The route to well-being isn't through complicated pharmaceutical solutions. It's through honoring your body's built-in wisdom and nourishing it with what it truly needs. We urge you to view this complete video without skipping. Each herb complements the others, forming an integrated system for natural healing. The knowledge we share may truly revolutionize your health and the health of your loved ones. If this knowledge helps you, and we are confident it will, please support us by liking this video and subscribing to our Buddhism Philosophy channel. This action doesn't just aid our content creation, It welcomes you into a community dedicated to natural health, ancient knowledge, and improved living. Your subscription keeps you updated on powerful lessons that can alter your health path. Each of these 5 herbs is a step toward a healthier, more resilient you. Collectively, they create a full nutritional plan that respects both ancient Buddhist insight and current scientific knowledge. Are you prepared to learn how these simple herbs can activate your body's natural healing ability? Let's start this journey toward real sustainable wellness. Here are the 5 herbs that will transform everything. Buddhist Wisdom Foundation. For over 2,500 years, Buddhist thought has contained a deep insight into human health that contemporary science is just starting to acknowledge. Central to this age-old knowledge is a radical idea: illness is not an arbitrary event. Instead, it comes from a loss of balance within our bodies, our minds, and our lifestyle. This basis transforms how we view health and healing. Core Buddhist teachings on disease, balance, and natural healing. The Buddha taught that suffering, including physical sickness, originates from 3 main sources: ignorance, craving, and hostility. Applied to health, this means most illnesses come from our ignorance about correct nutrition, our craving for harmful foods and habits, and our aversion to the effort needed for wellness. This is not about blame, it's about causality. Buddhist scriptures define health not just as being free from sickness, but as a condition of perfect harmony and balance. From this perspective, your body is inherently wired to heal itself. Disease occurs only when this natural equilibrium is disturbed. Imagine a finely tuned instrument. When every string is correctly balanced, the music is beautiful. But if one string falls out of tune, the entire harmony suffers. The Dhammapada, a central Buddhist text, declares that health is the highest possession. This is not trivial advice. It's the recognition that without health, all else is meaningless. You cannot seek spiritual development, nurture connections, or contribute positively to the world if your body is overcome by sickness. Therefore, preserving health through mindful choice is seen as a sacred duty. Fundamental to Buddhist medicine is the principle of prevention. Instead of waiting for sickness to emerge and then trying to eliminate symptoms with harsh treatments, Buddhist healers prioritized maintaining balance before illness could root itself. This preventive method highlights that minor, steady actions, like incorporating specific herbs into your diet, generate significant long-term health rewards. The concept of doshas and balance in ancient wisdom traditions. Though Buddhism began in India, it connected deeply with Ayurvedic medicine, among the world's oldest healing traditions. Ayurveda contains the concept of doshas, essential energies governing all biological processes. The 3 doshas are vata, movement, pitta, metabolism, and kapha, cohesion. Health, in this system, exists when these 3 doshas remain in harmonious balance. Illness arises when one dosha becomes dominant or deficient. For instance, excess pitta produces inflammation, acid reflux, and heat-related conditions. Excess vata causes worry, digestive issues, and nervous disorders. Excess kapha results in lethargy, mucus buildup, and stagnation. This ancient framework is remarkably advanced. Different people have different innate dosha constitutions, meaning what heals one person may not work as well for another. Buddhist practitioners knew that real healing demanded personalized strategies based on a person's unique constitution and imbalances. The herbs we are discussing function by correcting dosha balance. Turmeric, for example, is regarded as a premier pitta-reducing herb, ideal for inflammatory issues. Ginger heats the digestive system, aiding vata balance. Garlic and ashwagandha offer stabilizing energy for people with excessive vata. This ancient classification system shows why these 5 herbs are so universally helpful. They target the most frequent imbalances affecting people today. Historical evidence. How Buddhist monks used herbs for 2,000 years. Archaeological and historical evidence shows remarkable proof of Buddhist monks' advanced use of plant medicine. Monasteries throughout Asia became hubs of medical learning, where monks maintained large herb gardens, performed trials, and recorded their results. These were not amateur gardeners. They were dedicated students of the healing arts. In Sri Lanka, Buddhist monasteries kept detailed records of herbal formulas going back over 2,000 years. These texts explain not only which herbs to use, but exact preparation techniques, amounts, and combinations for particular conditions. In Tibet, Buddhist doctors created a complex system of plant medicine that remains largely intact and highly effective today. In China and Japan, Buddhist temples were among the primary centers to blend herbal medicine with philosophical understanding. The consistency is striking. Despite geographical distances and different languages, Buddhist healers across Asia consistently identified the same core herbs. Turmeric, ginger, garlic, and holy basil reappear constantly in these ancient medical records. This convergence implies something significant. These herbs meet fundamental human health needs beyond culture and location. Historical accounts indicate that Buddhist monks lived notably longer than their contemporary general population, with many reaching ages of 80, 90, or even 100 years. This was not coincidence. It reflected their intentional use of herbs combined with lifestyle disciplines like meditation, gentle movement, and mindful eating. They were not mystical figures with supernatural genetics. They were people who applied health principles consistently. Ancient text references, Ayurveda, and traditional Chinese medicine connections. The Karaka Samhita, a foundational Ayurvedic text composed around 300 BCE, includes extensive descriptions of the 5 herbs we are discussing. Turmeric is said to possess the ability to purify the body's channels and revive energy. Ginger is named the universal remedy. These were not hyperbole. They were meticulous observations gathered over centuries of use. In traditional Chinese medicine, which evolved alongside Buddhism, similar herbs appear with similar uses. Chinese texts describe turmeric as benefiting the liver and circulation, ginger as stoking digestive fire, and garlic as fortifying immunity. The terminology varies, but the acknowledgement of these herbs' healing power is identical. Buddhist monks traveling the Silk Road brought herbal knowledge with them, enabling an exchange of healing practices between continents. This cross-cultural sharing meant that effective herbs became known and preserved across numerous cultures and medical systems. When something works reliably across diverse populations, climates, and medical theories, we are seeing proof of real therapeutic value. Mind-body connection. Buddhism acknowledges that the mind and body are not distinct entities, but inseparably linked parts of a single being. This is not mystical belief. It is increasingly confirmed by modern neuroscience and psychoneuroimmunology. Your thoughts directly impact your physical state. Buddhist teachings describe the body as a mirror of the mind. A mind filled with anger, anxiety, and bitterness creates a body that displays inflammation, stress, and sickness. Conversely, a mind fostering peace, acceptance, and kindness produces a body that naturally tends toward health and balance. This is not metaphorical. Neurochemical changes happen with shifts in mental state. The Buddha taught specific meditation practices meant to cultivate mental states that directly aid healing. Loving kindness meditation, for example, has been scientifically demonstrated to lower inflammation markers and trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's natural restoration mode. When you combine these mental exercises with herbs that aid physical healing, you create a combined effect much stronger than either alone. How stress, emotions, and imbalance create disease. Buddhist philosophy identifies three mental toxins that produce suffering and sickness: greed, hatred, and delusion. In modern language, these translate to chronic desire, persistent anger, bitterness, and denial, disconnection from truth. Each creates specific physical effects. Chronic stress from unresolved emotions prompts continuous release of cortisol and adrenaline, weakening immune response and encouraging inflammation. This is why people under constant emotional distress develop illnesses more frequently. Buddhist texts describe this process centuries before modern science confirmed it. The solution is not simply treating the physical manifestations. It involves addressing the foundational emotional and mental imbalances. Many modern diseases, autoimmune disorders, cardiovascular disease, digestive problems, have major emotional components. An individual living in constant anxiety develops a compromised immune system vulnerable to infection. An individual holding deep bitterness develops inflammation throughout their body. An individual denying their reality loses the capacity to make positive changes. Buddhist wisdom understood that authentic healing requires confronting these root causes. The holistic approach. Prevention versus treatment mentality. This is where Buddhist thought differs most sharply from conventional modern medicine. It prioritizes prevention over treatment. Rather than waiting until your arteries are blocked before confronting heart disease, or until your blood sugar soars before handling diabetes, the Buddhist method sustains balance proactively. This philosophy fundamentally transfers responsibility. Instead of seeing yourself as a passive victim awaiting sickness, you become an active participant in your own health. Every meal becomes a therapeutic opportunity. Every herb you incorporate is a preventive measure. This empowerment is transformative. It moves you from powerlessness to control. The treatment mentality creates a reactive loop. Disregard health until sickness strikes, then use aggressive treatments with serious side effects, then resume the underlying behaviors that created the issue. The preventive approach creates a positive cycle. Sustain balance through regular small choices, experience improved energy and vitality, naturally feel more inspired to continue these habits, and enjoy deepening wellness over time. When you commit to adding these 5 herbs to your daily meals, you are not attempting to treat a specific sickness. You are making a preventive investment in your health that grows over months and years. This is the Buddhist way. Not drastic measures, but steady, intelligent choices that respect your body's natural healing power and cooperate with it rather than opposing it. This foundation clarifies why the herbs we will now explore are so transformative. They are not medicines in the traditional sense. They are nutritional aids that re-establish balance, support your body's natural operations, and work together with your mind and emotions to create genuine wellness. The science of herbs and self-healing. For millennia, Buddhist wisdom has recognized the potency of herbs, and modern science now reveals the mechanistic reasons for their remarkable efficacy. The convergence of traditional knowledge and contemporary research uncovers a profound truth. Nature offers sophisticated solutions to health challenges, far more advanced than we once understood. This section connects ancient insight with modern science, demonstrating that what served Buddhist monks 2,000 years ago remains valid according to current research. Your body's innate immune system. Your body contains an extraordinary, built-in healing mechanism that works constantly to preserve health and combat illness. This immune system features multiple defensive layers, each functioning with incredible precision and intelligence. Comprehending this system clarifies why herbs are so effective. they do not attack disease directly. They empower your body to fight disease independently. The immune system includes the skin barrier, stomach acid, beneficial gut bacteria, white blood cells, antibodies, and innumerable chemical messengers coordinating your defensive responses. When operating optimally, this system prevents infections, eliminates damaged cells, removes toxins, and sustains internal equilibrium. Most remarkably, it performs all this automatically while you sleep, work, and live your daily life. The primary defense involves physical and chemical barriers. Your skin blocks pathogen entry. Your stomach acid neutralizes ingested bacteria. Your mucous membranes trap invaders. When these barriers weaken, often from poor nutrition, chronic stress, or toxin exposure, disease can occur. This is where herbs become relevant. Many herbs we discuss directly reinforce these first-line defenses. Your gut microbiome fulfills a crucial, frequently underestimated immune role. This community of trillions of beneficial bacteria constitutes nearly 70% of your immune system. When your gut flora are healthy, they produce compounds that regulate immunity, reduce inflammation, and synthesize essential vitamins. When compromised, typically by poor diet, antibiotics, or processed foods, your immunity declines. Turmeric, ginger, and garlic all support healthy gut bacteria, generating a cascade of immune advantages. When a pathogen breaches these barriers, your body activates specific immune cells, macrophages that consume invaders, T cells that coordinate response, B cells that produce antibodies, and natural killer cells that destroy infected cells. This sophisticated response happens automatically when your body receives proper nutritional support. Herbs supply the specific micronutrients these immune cells need for optimal function. The remarkable reality is this: your body inherently knows how to heal itself. It has done so through millions of years of evolutionary refinement. The challenge is not a lack of healing capacity, but rather that modern life suppresses it. Poor nutrition depletes immune resources. Chronic stress diverts energy from immunity. Toxin exposure overwhelms the system. Insufficient sleep prevents immune maintenance. When you remove these suppressors and provide proper nutritional support via herbs, healing naturally accelerates. How herbs function: phytonutrients, antioxidants, adaptogens. Herbs operate through mechanisms far more sophisticated than most people recognize. Within each plant exist hundreds or thousands of bioactive compounds, evolved over millennia to protect the plant and ensure its survival. When we consume these plants, we gain access to this accumulated evolutionary wisdom. Phytonutrients are plant compounds with powerful biological activity. The term phyto means plant and nutrient means a nourishing substance. But phytonutrients provide more than basic nutrition. They actively communicate with your cells, triggering beneficial responses. When you consume turmeric, you are not just ingesting calories. You are introducing compounds that instruct your cells to reduce inflammation, eliminate toxins, and repair damage. Your cells literally understand these plant signals because human cells have interacted with these compounds throughout our evolutionary history. Antioxidants warrant special attention because they counter a primary driver of disease: oxidative stress. Your body's metabolism generates free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells if uncontrolled. These free radicals accumulate from normal metabolism, stress, environmental toxins, and processed foods. Excessive free radicals age your cells, cause inflammation, and create disease. Antioxidants neutralize free radicals before they cause harm. Herbs are exceptionally rich in antioxidants. Turmeric contains curcumin, a supremely potent antioxidant. Ginger provides gingerols and shogols. Garlic contains allicin and sulfur compounds. Holy basil provides polyphenols. These are not trace amounts. Herbs often possess 1,000 times more antioxidant power per gram than conventional fruits and vegetables. This explains why adding small quantities of herbs to meals creates disproportionately large health benefits. Adaptogens constitute a special herb category deserving detailed explanation. Unlike most compounds that produce a specific effect, adaptogens help your body adjust to stress and maintain balance. They are called adaptogens because they literally adapt to your body's needs, boosting function in underactive systems and reducing function in overactive systems. Ashwagandha, one of our 5 herbs, is a classic adaptogen. If your cortisol levels are dangerously high from chronic stress, ashwagandha helps lower them. If your energy is depleted, ashwagandha helps restore it. If your sleep is poor, ashwagandha improves it. This intelligent responsiveness is remarkable. The herb somehow understands what your body requires and provides precisely that. Holy basil functions similarly. These adaptogens help restore the balance that Buddhist philosophy identifies as essential for health. Modern research has identified over 50 distinct mechanisms through which herbs facilitate healing. They reduce inflammation, improve circulation, strengthen immunity, support detoxification, regulate blood sugar, balance hormones, improve digestion, enhance neurological function, and countless others. Rather than a single mechanism, herbs work through multiple pathways simultaneously, addressing disease root causes rather than merely suppressing symptoms. The placebo effect, actual science, and why belief is significant. Here is a fascinating fact, often dismissed in medical discussions. The placebo effect is genuine and powerful. When people believe they will heal, they frequently do, even when given inert pills. Brain imaging demonstrates that belief literally activates the same neural pathways and releases the same healing chemicals as effective treatments. This does not mean the placebo effect is just in your head, in a dismissive sense. Your mind connects to your entire physiology through the nervous system and chemical messengers. When you believe something will help, your brain releases endorphins, activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reduces cortisol, and optimizes immune function. These are measurable physical changes with real health consequences. This is where it becomes interesting. The 5 herbs we discuss benefit from both the placebo effect and genuine biochemical effects. This creates a synergistic enhancement. Your belief that these herbs will heal you activates your body's natural healing responses. Simultaneously, the actual chemical compounds in the herbs trigger additional healing responses independent of belief. Combined, the effect exceeds what either factor alone could produce. This is why testimonials and case studies matter significantly. When you hear about someone who used these herbs and experienced dramatic health improvements, you are not just hearing an anecdotal story. You are witnessing the combined power of biochemical effects plus belief-driven activation of the body's healing systems. Both are scientifically valid. Contemporary research validating ancient insight. Over the past 20 years, thousands of scientific studies have validated the herbs Buddhist monks used for thousands of years. These are not small studies with questionable methodology. They are large, peer-reviewed investigations conducted at major universities and published in respected journals. Turmeric has been the subject of over 12,000 scientific publications. Research confirms its ability to reduce inflammation comparably to certain pharmaceutical drugs, but without the side effects. Studies demonstrate it improves cognitive function, protects cardiovascular health, and inhibits cancer cell growth. Ginger has been extensively studied for nausea, inflammation, and digestive health with consistently positive results. Garlic research confirms cardiovascular benefits, immune enhancement, and infection-fighting capability. What is particularly striking is that modern research often discovers mechanisms aligning perfectly with how ancient practitioners described these herbs' actions. They describe turmeric as warming and moving stagnation. Modern research reveals it increases circulation and reduces inflammation. They describe ginger as igniting the digestive fire. Modern research shows it increases digestive enzyme production and stomach acid. They described garlic as an antibiotic. Modern research confirms antimicrobial compounds more potent than many pharmaceuticals. This convergence between ancient description and modern mechanism suggests something profound. Ancient healers possessed accurate, intuitive understanding of how these herbs functioned. Even without modern scientific equipment, they understood through careful observation and experimentation what scientists are now confirming through laboratory analysis. Bioavailability and how herbs reach your bloodstream. A crucial concept in herb effectiveness is bioavailability, the percentage of a consumed compound that actually enters your bloodstream and becomes available to your cells. Some compounds are highly bioavailable, meaning most of what you consume is absorbed and utilized. Others have poor bioavailability, meaning most passes through your system without effect. This is why preparation method matters tremendously. Raw turmeric has relatively poor bioavailability. Only about 5% gets absorbed. However, when combined with black pepper, containing piperine, and healthy fats like coconut oil or ghee, bioavailability increases to nearly 100%. This means proper preparation makes turmeric 20 times more effective than when consumed alone. Similarly, fresh ginger has different bioavailability than dried ginger due to distinct compound profiles. Cooked garlic contains different compounds than raw garlic. When ancient texts specified particular preparation methods, crushing, heating, combining with specific ingredients, they were optimizing bioavailability even without using that terminology. This explains why casual supplementation often disappoints people. Someone might take turmeric supplements without black pepper and healthy fats, absorb very little, experience minimal benefits, and conclude that turmeric is ineffective. The herb was not the problem, the preparation was. Understanding bioavailability ensures you extract maximum benefit from these powerful plants. Contrasting herbs and synthetic pharmaceuticals. Herbs and pharmaceuticals represent fundamentally different approaches to health. Pharmaceutical drugs typically contain a single isolated compound designed to produce a specific effect. For example, aspirin targets inflammation through a particular mechanism. Statins block cholesterol production through specific enzyme inhibition. This specificity is both a strength and a weakness. The strength is that the effect is precisely quantifiable and predictable. The weakness is that single compound interventions often create unintended consequences. Aspirin reduces inflammation but damages the gut lining. Statins lower cholesterol but deplete CoQ10, causing muscle damage. The body's systems interconnect in complex ways that single compound interventions frequently disrupt. Herbs contain hundreds of bioactive compounds working synergistically. Turmeric contains curcumin, but also dozens of other compounds that enhance curcumin's effects and mitigate potential side effects. This complexity, which initially seems problematic compared to pharmaceutical specificity, is actually a feature rather than a flaw. The herb's multiple compounds work together, generating benefits across multiple systems simultaneously while buffering against side effects. Consider it this way: a pharmaceutical drug resembles a precision surgical tool designed for one specific purpose. An herb resembles a Swiss Army knife with multiple tools, each addressing different aspects of a problem. For acute emergencies, The precision tool is invaluable. For chronic disease prevention and maintenance, the multifunctional tool often works better. Why drug companies do not advocate natural solutions? An important question naturally arises. If herbs are so effective, why does mainstream medicine not promote them? The answer is economic rather than scientific. Herbs cannot be patented. If a pharmaceutical company develops a drug, it can patent it, hold exclusive rights, and charge premium prices for 2 decades. The profit incentive is enormous. Turmeric has been used for thousands of years and cannot be patented. This means any company can sell turmeric, leading to price competition and minimal profit margins. Consequently, pharmaceutical companies invest billions researching and promoting patentable synthetic drugs, while spending virtually nothing promoting herbs, despite herbs often being more effective and safer. This economic reality creates a systemic bias in medical education, research funding, and clinical practice toward pharmaceutical solutions. Doctors trained in medical school learn about drugs because that is where research funding flows. Patients hear about drugs because that is what gets marketed through massive advertising budgets. Herbs remain relatively unknown, not because they are ineffective, but because promoting them is not profitable. This is changing as consumer awareness grows, and accumulating research demonstrates herb effectiveness. But understanding this economic dynamic explains much about why conventional medicine has underutilized these remarkable natural healing tools. The science supporting herbs is robust. The impediment is profit incentive rather than efficacy. The 5 herbs we will now explore work because they are biochemically powerful and evolutionarily refined. Understanding the science behind them builds confidence and empowers you to use them effectively. Combined with Buddhist wisdom's understanding of balance and prevention, you now possess both ancient knowledge and modern validation supporting your health journey. Herb number 1, turmeric, the golden healer. Among all the herbs that have influenced human wellness across millennia, turmeric stands as perhaps the most remarkable and scientifically validated. Called liquid gold by those who comprehend its power, turmeric has transformed millions of lives and continues to be the subject of intense scientific investigation. This is not exaggeration. Turmeric's healing capacity is profound, its applications are vast, and its safety profile is exceptional. If you add only one herb to your daily routine, turmeric should be that herb. What is turmeric and its liquid gold designation? Turmeric originates from the root of a plant in the ginger family, scientifically named Curcuma longa. Native to South Asia, particularly India, turmeric has been utilized in Ayurvedic medicine for over 4,000 years. In Indian culture, turmeric holds sacred status. It is used in religious ceremonies, wedding rituals, and daily cooking. This cultural reverence is not arbitrary. It reflects genuine understanding of turmeric's extraordinary healing properties. The vibrant golden yellow color that gives turmeric its name comes from powerful compounds called curcuminoids. When you consume turmeric, you are not just eating a spice, you are ingesting a concentrated source of hundreds of bioactive compounds that actively communicate with your cells. The name liquid gold captures this value perfectly. Just as gold is precious and rare, turmeric's healing properties are genuinely rare and precious. Turmeric grows as a rhizome, an underground stem resembling ginger root. In fact, if you have never seen fresh turmeric, it looks similar to ginger, but with a more vibrant yellow-orange color. The plant thrives in warm, humid climates, which is why India remains the world's largest producer, consumer, and exporter of turmeric. India uses approximately 80% of the world's turmeric production in its own cuisine and medicine. The reason turmeric has become so central to this healing journey is simple. Its therapeutic applications are extraordinarily broad. Unlike herbs that address specific conditions, turmeric addresses fundamental disease-causing mechanisms underlying dozens of different health problems. It is not that turmeric helps with arthritis or digestive issues or brain health. It helps with all of these because it addresses the root cause affecting all of them: inflammation and cellular dysfunction. Active compound curcumin and its 500-plus health advantages. At the heart of turmeric's power lies curcumin, the primary active compound responsible for most of its health benefits. Curcumin comprises only about 3 to 5% of turmeric's weight in its natural form, but this small percentage packs remarkable potency. Scientists have identified over 500 different biological actions of curcumin, making it one of the most studied compounds in natural medicine. Curcumin works through multiple mechanisms simultaneously. It acts as a potent antioxidant, neutralizing free radicals far more effectively than most other antioxidants. It is an anti-inflammatory, inhibiting inflammatory pathways at the cellular level. It is antimicrobial, fighting bacteria, viruses, and fungi. It is anti-cancer, triggering apoptosis, programmed cell death, in abnormal cells while leaving healthy cells unharmed. It is neuroprotective, crossing the blood-brain barrier and protecting neural tissue. It supports liver detoxification and enhances immune function. What makes curcumin particularly special is its ability to modulate genes. Inflammation does not just happen. Genes must be activated to create inflammatory responses. Curcumin turns off these inflammatory genes. Cancer does not develop randomly. Oncogenes must be expressed. Curcumin suppresses oncogene expression while activating tumor suppressor genes. This genetic-level action explains why curcumin addresses such a broad spectrum of diseases. Research has identified that curcumin affects over 700 genes in the human body. More specifically, it upregulates genes that support health and downregulates genes that promote disease. This is fundamentally different from pharmaceutical drugs that typically force a single effect, regardless of what the body needs. Curcumin works with your body's intelligence, intelligently modulating gene expression toward health. One of curcumin's most important effects is its ability to inhibit NF-kappa B, a molecular switch that activates inflammation. When NF-kappa B gets stuck in the on position, chronic inflammation develops, leading to virtually every major disease: heart disease, diabetes, cancer, autoimmune conditions, and neurodegeneration. By turning off this inflammatory switch, curcumin addresses the root cause of most modern diseases. It addresses inflammation, arthritis, digestive problems, brain health, cancer prevention. Turmeric's therapeutic applications are remarkably broad, which is why adding it to your daily meals creates such transformative health benefits. Let's explore the major disease categories that turmeric addresses: inflammation and autoimmune disorders. Persistent inflammation is foundational to many contemporary illnesses. Whether the issue involves rheumatoid arthritis, ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, lupus, or additional autoimmune disorders, turmeric's anti-inflammatory properties deliver relief similar to pharmaceutical anti-inflammatory agents, though absent their adverse effects. Research confirms turmeric diminishes inflammatory blood markers as efficiently as non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, such as ibuprofen. Yet, unlike non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, turmeric does not harm the intestinal lining or elevate cardiovascular danger. Arthritis and joint health. Many individuals endure osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis, disorders entailing joint inflammation and deterioration. Numerous clinical trials confirm that turmeric alleviates joint pain, enhances mobility, and decelerates disease advancement. One investigation comparing turmeric to diclofenac, a potent pharmaceutical anti-inflammatory, discovered them nearly identical in efficacy, with turmeric presenting fewer adverse reactions. Digestive system health. Turmeric aids digestive performance via several pathways. It boosts bile output, assisting fat breakdown. It lessens gut inflammation, remedying issues like irritable bowel syndrome and inflammatory bowel disease. It encourages the growth of advantageous gut bacteria. It augments digestive enzyme output. Individuals regularly incorporating turmeric into their dishes frequently note better digestion, steadier energy levels, and superior nutrient assimilation. Brain function and cognition. Turmeric penetrates the blood-brain barrier and delivers protective impacts on neurological tissue. Evidence indicates it boosts memory, sharpens concentration, and could aid in preventing cognitive deterioration. Certain studies propose curcumin may help prevent or delay Alzheimer's pathology by diminishing amyloid plaques and tau tangles, the characteristic pathologies of this severe illness. For those worried about brain health and cognitive aging, turmeric is fundamental. Cardiovascular system health. Cardiac illness persists as the primary global mortality cause. Turmeric targets several cardiovascular risk factors concurrently. It decreases LDL cholesterol oxidation, the form of cholesterol that injures arteries. It betters endothelial performance, improving blood vessel elasticity. It diminishes blood clot development. It reduces blood pressure. Research indicates that individuals regularly consuming turmeric experience considerably reduced incidence of heart disease and stroke. Cancer risk reduction. While turmeric is not a cancer treatment, substantial research confirms its function in cancer risk reduction. Curcumin hinders cancer cell multiplication, prompts cancer cell death, impedes metastasis, and improves chemotherapy efficacy. Nations with substantial turmeric intake, especially India, demonstrate reduced incidence of specific cancers. This implies that regular turmeric consumption over many years offers significant cancer prevention. Glucose and diabetes. Turmeric enhances insulin sensitivity and assists in controlling blood glucose concentrations. For individuals with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes, turmeric can aid in improving glycemic control and reducing pharmaceutical requirements. Some studies indicate it might help prevent diabetes onset in susceptible people. How to utilize turmeric for optimal uptake. Black pepper and fats. Here is vital knowledge many people miss. Turmeric ingested by itself has low bioavailability. Merely around 5% of the curcumin is absorbed into your circulation. This implies you receive very little benefit from casually adding turmeric to meals. However, with correct preparation, you can boost bioavailability by up to 2,000%. The solution is mixing turmeric with two components, black pepper and healthy lipids. Black pepper includes piperine, a substance that vastly improves curcumin absorption. When piperine and curcumin are ingested simultaneously, piperine blocks the liver's processing of curcumin, permitting it to remain in the bloodstream far longer. Studies indicate that including just 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper raises turmeric bioavailability by 2,000%. This is astounding. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper renders turmeric 20 times more potent. Healthy lipids further improve absorption since curcumin is fat-soluble. Ingesting turmeric with coconut oil, ghee, olive oil, avocado, or other healthy lipids raises absorption substantially. The mixture of turmeric, black pepper, and healthy fat produces ideal circumstances for peak curcumin bioavailability. This clarifies why the traditional recipe for golden milk turmeric, blended with coconut milk, which includes fats, and frequently supplemented with black pepper, has been utilized for ages. Ancient practitioners knew through observation what contemporary science verifies. This combination maximizes healing benefits. Dosage guidelines and precautions. For therapeutic outcomes, most research utilizes turmeric dosages of 500 to 2,000 milligrams of curcumin per day, usually divided into several doses. Because turmeric root holds just 3 to 5% curcumin, this equals roughly 10 to 30 grams of turmeric powder daily for therapeutic aims. For general wellness upkeep and illness prevention, smaller quantities are beneficial. A realistic method is to consistently include turmeric in meals approximately 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon daily in cooking, mixed with black pepper and healthy lipids. This supplies sufficient curcumin for illness prevention. For particular health issues, greater doses or concentrated supplements could be suitable, but these ought to be reviewed with a medical professional. Turmeric is exceptionally safe. Countless years of usage and numerous clinical trials indicate negligible side effects even at high dosages. Most individuals tolerate turmeric well without negative outcomes. Sometimes, a person encounters mild stomach discomfort at very high doses, which typically subsides rapidly or can be addressed by consuming turmeric with meals. However, some people should exercise care. Individuals using blood thinners, such as warfarin, should consult their physician, since high-dose turmeric might possess mild blood-thinning impacts. Individuals with bile duct blockage should avoid turmeric because it increases bile output. Pregnant women should use turmeric carefully and consult their doctor. Apart from these particular circumstances, turmeric is extremely safe. Actual case, examples, and accounts. The narratives of individuals whose lives have been changed by turmeric are convincing and striking. Reflect on Sarah, who endured serious rheumatoid arthritis for 15 years. Her hands were misshapen, and she used several pharmaceutical drugs with notable side effects. After consistently adding turmeric to her diet, combined with the other herbs in this regimen, within 3 months her pain lessened markedly, her morning rigidity disappeared, and she could lower her medication dosages. Or ponder Michael, diagnosed with prediabetes and progressing toward full diabetes. His physician cautioned that without action, his health would decline. Michael incorporated turmeric and the other herbs into his daily regimen, implemented moderate dietary enhancements, and continued regular exercise. Within 6 months, his blood sugar regulated, his insulin sensitivity improved, and his physician rescinded the prediabetes diagnosis. These are not miraculous instant recoveries. They are instances of persistent application of health principles yielding significant outcomes over months. The potency of turmeric combined with lifestyle adjustments shows why prevention and re-establishing balance are so powerful. Recipes and usable methods for daily integration. The appeal of turmeric is its simplicity of incorporation into everyday food. Here are functional methods to guarantee regular turmeric consumption. Golden milk. Mix 1/4 teaspoon turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 1 teaspoon coconut oil, 1 cup coconut milk, and honey as desired. Heat slightly and consume daily. This straightforward beverage offers superb bioavailability and is tasty. Turmeric rice. While preparing rice, include 1/4 teaspoon turmeric per rice cup, plus a little coconut oil and black pepper. This converts plain rice into a therapeutic dish. Curries. Indian curries are inherently rich in turmeric. Preparing homemade curry containing fresh turmeric, ginger, garlic, and additional herbs makes a tasty meal with maximal healing potential. Smoothies. Incorporate 1/4 teaspoon turmeric into smoothies, along with black pepper and coconut oil. Mixed with fruits and vegetables, this delivers anti-inflammatory nourishment. Soups. Add turmeric to vegetable soups, bone broth, or lentil soups. The heated liquid helps absorption, and turmeric mixes easily with most soup tastes. Possible adverse effects and contraindications. As noted, turmeric is extremely safe. However, comprehending potential interactions guarantees you employ it most effectively. At very high doses, exceeding 8 grams, some individuals might experience mild stomach discomfort, nausea, or loose stools. Beginning with smaller quantities and slowly increasing lets your body adapt. Turmeric could raise bleeding potential if combined with blood thinners. Turmeric might prompt gallbladder contractions, so individuals with gallstones should use it carefully. High doses could influence blood sugar, so individuals on diabetes drugs should monitor closely. Pregnant women should use turmeric prudently since high doses may prompt uterine contractions. Nursing mothers should discuss turmeric usage with their physician. Individuals with iron deficiency should note turmeric contains substances that may impair iron absorption, although this is seldom an issue with normal dietary quantities. Beyond these particular points, turmeric is safe for almost all people. The regularity of usage is much more critical than in frequent large doses. Incorporating turmeric into each meal, even in small quantities, yields much superior outcomes than periodic high intakes. The golden opportunity. Turmeric stands as one of nature's most profound health offerings. Its unique blend of safety, potency, availability, and wide application establishes it as the essential herb for reclaiming health. While you follow this 5-herb protocol, turmeric will probably become the most significant change to your regimen. The inflammation it calms, the cellular harm it averts, and the illness pathways it blocks are all crucial for rebuilding true, lasting vitality. Incorporate golden milk or add turmeric to your dishes now, and you initiate a path to a healthier, more energetic version of yourself. Herb number 2, ginger, the warming root. If turmeric is the most researched herb scientifically, ginger earns its status as the most widely cherished and obtainable. For more than 5,000 years, ginger has held a pivotal place in medicinal practices throughout Asia, the Middle East, and now the entire globe. While turmeric is largely Indian in its roots, ginger belongs to all cultures equally. Its heating quality, unique taste, and exceptional healing power have rendered it essential to both physicians and household kitchens. Crucially, for our goals, ginger acts in synergy with turmeric and this protocol's other herbs, generating health results that surpass their individual impacts. Origin, history, and why it's been used for 5,000 years. Ginger, or Zingiber officinale scientifically, came from Southeast Asia, specifically the tropical forests of the Indian continent. Archaeological proof indicates human use of ginger for at least 5 millennia, ranking it among our most ancient healing plants. Ginger was documented in Chinese medical records from over 2,000 years ago. Arab merchants carried ginger west via the Silk Road, and its value in medieval Europe was so high it was taxed like other rare spices. The explanation for ginger's enduring worth across such wide regions and long periods is simple. It is effective. Unlike fleeting health fads, ginger persists because reliable use delivers reliable advantages. Buddhist monks acknowledged ginger as vital medicine for gut health and included it in everyday ritual. Ayurvedic doctors use ginger to harmonize all 3 doshas, a rare feat as most herbs target specific body types. Traditional Chinese medicine integrated ginger into numerous remedies, appreciating its capacity to kindle digestive fire and heat the body's center. What is especially noteworthy is ginger's presence in both old and new settings. Medieval European doctors prescribed ginger for plague and fever. Contemporary science confirms this, demonstrating ginger's antimicrobial and fever-lowering traits. Victorian ladies consumed ginger tea for gut comfort. Modern trials affirm ginger's superior efficacy for various digestive issues compared to many drug-based solutions. This consistency across eras and societies reveals something deep. ginger meets essential human health requirements. Ginger grew so economically vital that it fueled exploration and commerce. The Portuguese, Dutch, and British contested intensely for command of spice regions, and ginger was a top-valued good. Though we now assume ginger's presence, you can locate it in almost any market. Historically, it was valuable enough to warrant military campaigns and trade route creation. Active compounds, gingerol and shogaol. Ginger's healing strength originates in its bioactive substances, especially gingerols and shogaols. Fresh ginger is abundant in gingerols, which give ginger its sharp flavor and many anti-inflammatory benefits. When ginger is dried or cooked, gingerols change into shogaols, possessing different but equally useful therapeutic traits. This is why both fresh and dried ginger are beneficial, and why the type you select matters for your specific health objectives. Gingerols function similarly to curcumin in numerous ways. They block inflammatory roots, lessen pain signals, and bolster immune performance. However, gingerols have extra qualities that make them especially useful. They improve gastric motility, literally strengthening the stomach's muscular contractions that propel food through the gut. This is why ginger is so potent for digestive issues and nausea. It doesn't just lower inflammation, it actively betters digestive movement. Shogaols, compounds formed when ginger is dried or heated, have greater tissue penetration and bioavailability than gingerols. Some studies indicate shogaols could be more potent than gingerols for certain uses. This clarifies why dried ginger powder or cooked ginger occasionally works better than fresh ginger for specific ailments. Ancient healers understood this difference instinctively when they suggested fresh ginger for sudden digestive problems and dry ginger for profound warming and circulation enhancement. Beyond gingerols and shogaols, ginger has dozens of other bioactive compounds: zingerone, gingerdiols, paradols, and more. Collectively, these generate a synergistic impact much stronger than any single compound alone. This is why isolated gingerol supplements often disappoint compared to whole ginger preparations. You miss the synergistic advantages of the full plant matrix. Benefits: digestion, nausea, inflammation, circulation, immunity. Ginger's healing uses are exceptionally broad, targeting several bodily systems at once. Knowing these benefits helps you understand why introducing ginger to your daily practice creates such transformative outcomes. Digestive health. Ginger is perhaps most renowned for its digestive advantages. It boosts stomach acid and digestive enzymes, enhancing nutrient breakdown and absorption. It improves gastric motility, avoiding the stagnation that causes bloating, gas, and constipation. It lessens intestinal inflammation, soothing issues like irritable bowel syndrome and inflammatory bowel disease. Individuals who include ginger in meals note better digestion, reduced bloating episodes, more consistent energy, and improved nutrient uptake. For anyone with digestive concerns, ginger is transformative. Nausea and motion sickness. Ginger is so effective for nausea that numerous clinical studies have compared it to pharmaceutical anti-nausea drugs. For pregnancy-related nausea, morning sickness, ginger has proven safe and effective in multiple trials. For chemotherapy-induced nausea, ginger markedly lessens symptoms. For motion sickness and vertigo, ginger frequently offers relief as effectively as prescription medications. This makes ginger priceless for travelers, pregnant women, and anyone susceptible to nausea. Anti-inflammatory effects. Ginger's inflammation-reducing properties rival many pharmaceutical anti-inflammatory drugs. It inhibits COX-2 enzymes similarly to how NSAIDs work, but with a superior safety profile. Studies comparing ginger to ibuprofen for pain relief show similar efficacy. For arthritis, both rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, ginger diminishes pain and improves mobility. The inflammation reduction extends beyond joints to the whole body, making ginger helpful for any inflammatory condition, circulation and cardiovascular health. Ginger improves blood circulation through multiple mechanisms. It is a natural blood thinner, reducing clot formation risk. It enhances endothelial function, improving blood vessel flexibility. It lowers blood pressure in hypertensive individuals. It reduces cholesterol and triglycerides. These combined effects significantly decrease cardiovascular disease risk. People with poor circulation, cold extremities, or cardiovascular risk factors benefit substantially from ginger consumption. Immune system enhancement. Ginger stimulates immune function through multiple pathways. It enhances white blood cell activity, improving infection-fighting capacity. It has antimicrobial properties, directly eliminating bacteria, viruses, and fungi. It reduces inflammatory immune responses while boosting protective immunity. During cold and flu season, consistent ginger intake helps prevent infection and reduces symptom severity. Many cultures use ginger tea preventively in winter months for precisely this reason. Pain management. Beyond arthritis, ginger helps with various pain conditions. Menstrual pain, muscle soreness, headaches, and other pain issues improve with ginger. One mechanism is through its reduction of pain signaling in the nervous system. Another is through diminished inflammation underlying the pain. People often report that adding ginger to their routine lets them reduce or eliminate pain medication. Blood sugar and metabolic health. Ginger improves insulin sensitivity and helps regulate blood sugar levels. For people with diabetes or prediabetes, ginger helps improve glucose control. Some research suggests it may prevent diabetes development in at-risk individuals. It also appears to support healthy metabolism and weight management. How ginger works in the body at a cellular level. Understanding how ginger creates such wide therapeutic effects helps explain its remarkable versatility. At the cellular level, ginger's bioactive compounds interact with multiple receptor systems and signaling pathways. Gingerols and shogaols bind to TVRP1 receptors on nerve cells. These are the same receptors that detect heat, and by activating them, ginger produces a warmth sensation and actually reduces pain signaling, the same mechanisms that make hot peppers useful for pain relief. This receptor activation also improves circulation by dilating blood vessels and enhancing blood flow. Ginger compounds inhibit NF-kappa B, the same inflammatory master switch that turmeric targets. This powerful combination, turmeric and ginger both silencing inflammatory signals, explains why they work so powerfully together. They address the same pathways through slightly different mechanisms, creating synergistic enhancement. Ginger enhances digestive enzyme production through multiple mechanisms. It increases cholecystokinin CCK release, which stimulates gallbladder contraction and bile release. It boosts pepsin production in the stomach, improving protein breakdown. It raises mucus production in the stomach, protecting the stomach lining while aiding digestion. These coordinated effects explain why ginger is so universally effective for digestive complaints. At the immune level, ginger stimulates macrophage activity, the immune cells that engulf pathogens and trigger immune responses. It also enhances antibody production and T-cell activation. These immune improvements happen without the excessive inflammation that sometimes accompanies immune activation, making ginger's immune support balanced and sustainable. Fresh versus dried ginger. Which is better and when? Both fresh and dried ginger provide therapeutic benefits, but they have different strengths and optimal uses. Fresh ginger retains higher levels of gingerols and has the most pronounced warming and digestive enhancing effects. Fresh ginger is superior for acute digestive complaints, nausea, and motion sickness. It's more potent for stimulating digestive secretions. Fresh ginger is the better choice when you want immediate, acute relief. The flavor is brighter and more distinctive. You can easily incorporate fresh ginger into smoothies, juices, teas, and cooking. Dried ginger contains more shogaols due to gingerol conversion during the drying process. Shogaols penetrate tissues more deeply and have superior bioavailability in many cases. Dried ginger is superior for deep inflammation reduction, chronic pain conditions, and warming the body's core. Dried ginger's effects are more sustained and lasting. It's more convenient for consistent daily use since it stores longer and requires no refrigeration. The concentrated flavor is more potent and warming. The practical answer is use both. For acute digestive issues or nausea, use fresh ginger. For consistent daily health maintenance and chronic inflammation, use dried ginger. Using them in complementary ways ensures you access the full spectrum of ginger's benefits. Some people take fresh ginger in the morning to support digestion and use dried ginger in evening golden milk for chronic inflammation reduction and better sleep. Dosage and preparation methods. For therapeutic benefits, research typically uses ginger doses ranging from 1 to 4 grams daily, depending on whether fresh or dried and the specific condition being addressed. These doses translate to practical amounts. Approximately 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of fresh grated ginger daily for maintenance, or 2 to 4 cups of ginger tea. For acute conditions, higher doses up to 4 grams daily are used safely. Dried ginger powder is more concentrated, so smaller amounts provide equivalent benefits. Approximately 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon daily for maintenance. For specific conditions like nausea or pain, 1 to 2 grams of dried ginger, 1/2 to 1 teaspoon, often provides rapid relief. Preparation methods affect both taste and therapeutic benefit. Ginger tea, the most straightforward preparation. Use 1 to 2 teaspoons of fresh grated ginger or 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of dried ginger powder per cup of hot water. Steep for 5 to 10 minutes. Add honey and lemon for enhanced flavor and additional benefits. Drink daily or as needed. Golden milk with ginger. Combine turmeric, ginger, black pepper, coconut oil, and coconut milk. This combination maximizes both turmeric and ginger absorption while creating a delicious warming drink. Ginger in cooking. Add ginger to stir-fries, curries, soups, and vegetable dishes. Cooking releases ginger's flavors and converts some gingerols to shogaols, creating a different therapeutic profile. Ginger smoothies. Add fresh grated ginger to fruit and vegetable smoothies. The cool temperature preserves gingerols, while the fat content from coconut milk aids absorption. Ginger shots. Fresh ginger juice mixed with lemon and honey creates a concentrated dose for quick effect. Ginger tea recipes and meal integration. Creating delicious ginger preparations ensures consistent consumption, which is key to therapeutic benefit. Basic ginger tea. Steep 1 teaspoon fresh grated ginger in 1 cup hot water for 10 minutes. Strain. Add 1 teaspoon honey and juice of half a lemon. Drink warm daily for digestive support and immune enhancement. Ginger turmeric tea. Combine 1/4 teaspoon turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon ginger powder, pinch of black pepper, 1 teaspoon coconut oil, and 1 cup hot water. Add honey to taste. This combines the healing power of turmeric and ginger with black pepper's bioavailability enhancement. Spiced ginger tea. Combine fresh ginger, cinnamon stick, clove, and cardamom pods in hot water. Steep 10 minutes. Add honey. This Ayurvedic combination warms the body and enhances digestion. Ginger curry. Add fresh ginger, garlic, turmeric, and coconut milk to vegetable curry. Include the other healing herbs in this protocol. A single curry meal delivers multiple herbs synergistically. Asian ginger soup. Combine ginger, garlic, vegetables, and bone broth or vegetable broth. Add other healing herbs. This warming soup provides therapeutic doses of multiple healing herbs in one comforting meal. Combining ginger with other herbs for enhanced effects. Ginger's true power emerges when combined with the other herbs in this protocol. The combinations create synergistic effects exceeding individual herb benefits. Ginger plus turmeric. Both reduce inflammation through complementary mechanisms. Combined, they're extraordinarily effective for arthritis, inflammatory bowel conditions, and general inflammation reduction. This combination appears frequently in traditional medicine across cultures. Ginger plus garlic. Both enhance circulation and immunity. Together, they create powerful anti-infection and cardiovascular benefits. Many traditional soups combine these two for exactly this reason. Ginger plus holy basil. Holy basil provides calming, stress-reducing effects, while ginger provides warming, digestive effects. Together, they create balanced support for both nervous system and digestive system. Ginger plus ashwagandha. Both support energy and vitality while reducing stress. Combined, they create powerful stress resilience and energy support without overstimulation. Contraindications and precautions. Ginger is exceptionally safe for most individuals. However, specific precautions ensure its optimal and safe application. Blood thinning. High-dose ginger possesses mild blood thinning properties. Individuals on anticoagulant medication like warfarin should consult their physician. Typical culinary quantities are generally safe, but high-dose supplements may cause interactions. Gallstones. Ginger, like turmeric, promotes bile flow. Those with gallstones should exercise caution and seek medical advice. Pregnancy. Ginger is widely considered safe for pregnancy-related nausea, but dosage should be confirmed with a healthcare provider. Bleeding disorders. Individuals with bleeding disorders should be cautious with high-dose ginger supplementation. GERD and ulcers. While ginger typically aids digestion, high doses may occasionally provoke GERD or irritate ulcers in sensitive people. Begin with small quantities to gauge personal tolerance. For the vast majority, ginger remains safe even at relatively high intakes. Its millennia of traditional use and extensive contemporary research confirm this safety profile. Many individuals consume ginger daily for extended periods without experiencing adverse reactions. The warming gateway to healing. Ginger stands as one of nature's most accessible and rapidly effective healing agents. Unlike some herbs that require prolonged use before benefits manifest, ginger often produces perceptible results within days or weeks. This prompt response helps motivate consistent, long-term use. As you integrate ginger into your daily regimen, combine it with turmeric for synergistic anti-inflammatory action. Utilize it in meals, beverages, and the herbal formulas detailed later. Ginger's warming nature metaphorically stokes your body's innate healing fires, activating the intrinsic self-repair capacity that Buddhist philosophy identifies as residing within you. Herb number 3. Holy basil, Tulsi, the sacred herb. If turmeric is the most scientifically substantiated and ginger the most widely cherished, holy basil, called Tulsi in Sanskrit, merits acknowledgement as the most spiritually esteemed. For over 5 millennia in Hindu and Buddhist traditions, Tulsi has maintained a sacred position. It is not just an herb. It is viewed as an embodiment of the divine feminine, cultivated in sacred spaces and households across India. This spiritual honor, however, is not detached from practical healing. It originates from authentic therapeutic strength. Tulsi addresses an issue that turmeric and ginger, despite their impressive benefits, do not directly confront: the stress, anxiety, and mental unrest that defines modern living and erodes health fundamentally. Sacred status in Buddhism and Hinduism. In Hindu tradition, Tulsi is regarded as the terrestrial form of Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and wellness. The plant is so revered that countless Hindu households keep a Tulsi plant in a dedicated spot, frequently in a special container known as a Tulsi Vrindavan. Daily ceremonies include watering the plant, circling it reverently, and offering prayers. This is practiced not as superstition, but as acknowledgement of the plant's exceptional ability to cleanse the atmosphere, elevate consciousness, and foster health. In a Buddhist framework, Tulsi is prized especially for its impacts on the mind and nervous system. Buddhist meditation practitioners utilize Tulsi to intensify meditative absorption and bolster the mental clarity required for spiritual progress. The Buddha instructed that quieting the mind is fundamental to all healing, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Tulsi arose as the premier herb for achieving this mental tranquility while concurrently supporting physical health. The reverence for Tulsi indicates something deep about ancient wisdom. They acknowledged that specific plants hold attributes that transcend mere physical pharmacology. Modern science increasingly confirms this through studies on phytonutrients that influence neurochemistry, gene expression, and awareness itself. Tulsi is sacred not only symbolically, it is sacred because it tangibly impacts human wellness at profound depths. In temples and monastic settings, Tulsi was commonly cultivated and prepared as teas, oils, and dried materials for monks and followers. Healers recommended Tulsi not merely for physical complaints, but for emotional imbalances, mental fog, and spiritual growth. This comprehensive approach acknowledged that genuine health includes mental and emotional stability, not solely physical soundness. What makes Tulsi different from regular basil? Although Tulsi and common culinary basil are botanically cousins, both in the Ocimum genus, they are distinct species with different chemical profiles and therapeutic actions. Understanding this difference is critical, since using regular basil in cooking, while healthy, does not deliver Tulsi's particular therapeutic advantages. Tulsi's flavor is peppery and somewhat spicy compared to common basil's sweeter taste. More significantly, Tulsi includes unique bioactive compounds that regular basil lacks or contains in markedly different ratios. Tulsi is abundant in polyphenols, especially eugenol, carvacrol, and rosmarinic acid. These constituents produce Tulsi's distinctive neurological and stress response benefits. Regular basil offers culinary and moderate health value, but Tulsi is specifically designed by nature for neurological and psychological support. It is an adaptogenic herb, meaning it assists your body in adapting to stress and sustaining equilibrium. While regular basil is mainly a culinary herb with anti-inflammatory traits, this distinction means you cannot simply replace common basil with Tulsi and anticipate identical results. There are principally 3 varieties of Tulsi: Rama Tulsi, green stems, most prevalent, mildest flavor; Krishna Tulsi, purple stems, most powerful, strongest medicinal properties; Vana Tulsi, wild type, most robust flavor, often deemed most spiritually powerful. All 3 varieties contain the active compounds, but in varying proportions. Krishna Tulsi is regarded as most medicinal and is classically employed for significant health issues. Most commercial Tulsi tea blends use Rama Tulsi, which is very effective and more commonly cultivated. Adaptogenic qualities: stress, anxiety, and mental clarity. The word adaptogen warrants detailed explanation because it is central to appreciating Tulsi's unique value. Adaptogens are substances that help your body adjust to stress and maintain homeostasis, internal stability, despite external pressures. Unlike agents that impose a specific outcome, adaptogens respond intelligently to your body's requirements. Tulsi operates as an adaptogen via multiple pathways. When your cortisol is excessively high from persistent stress, Tulsi helps reduce it. When your energy is low, Tulsi helps replenish it. When your focus is dispersed, Tulsi helps concentrate it. When you feel anxious, Tulsi induces calm. This intelligent adaptability explains why Tulsi is so universally helpful. It collaborates with your body's needs instead of imposing a uniform effect. Contemporary research validates Tulsi's adaptogenic nature. Scientifically, studies demonstrate that Tulsi lowers cortisol levels, the main stress hormone, more effectively than numerous pharmaceutical anti-anxiety drugs. It lowers blood pressure, heart rate, and other physical stress indicators. It enhances concentration and mental acuity. It diminishes anxiety and induces serenity without leading to drowsiness or addiction. One especially significant effect is Tulsi's capacity to modulate the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal HPA axis, the body's core stress response network. When the HPA axis becomes imbalanced through chronic stress, it perpetually overproduces stress hormones even without real threat. This generates the fatigue, anxiety, and depression typical of prolonged stress. Tulsi helps regulate HPA axis activity, effectively recalibrating your stress response mechanism. The anxiety-reducing benefits occur through multiple channels. Tulsi boosts GABA, the primary calming neurotransmitter. It improves serotonin and dopamine function, neurotransmitters governing mood and drive. It lessens excitatory glutamate activity that can induce anxiety. These combined mechanisms work in concert, producing deep anxiety relief that develops gradually, unlike the immediate chemical suppression of pharmaceutical anxiolytics. Benefits: immune support, respiratory health, blood sugar balance. While Tulsi's primary reputation relies on its stress-relieving and mental health benefits, its therapeutic uses extend well beyond nervous system support. Immune system enhancement. Tulsi amplifies immune function through various mechanisms. It improves white blood cell activity, boosts antibody production, and strengthens immune reactions to pathogens. Furthermore, Tulsi has direct antimicrobial action. It eliminates bacteria, viruses, and fungi. Regular Tulsi intake fortifies immunity, decreasing the frequency and intensity of infections. During cold and flu seasons, Tulsi offers protective benefits similar to pharmaceutical options, but without adverse effects. Respiratory health. Traditional practitioners have historically used Tulsi for cough, bronchitis, asthma, and other respiratory ailments. Modern science confirms this. Tulsi contains compounds that lessen airway inflammation, decrease mucus secretion, improve bronchial airflow, and boost oxygen exchange. Asthma sufferers who include Tulsi in their routine report fewer and less severe symptoms. Athletes value Tulsi's ability to improve respiratory function and oxygen use. Blood sugar and metabolic health. Tulsi enhances insulin sensitivity and helps maintain balanced blood sugar levels. For people with diabetes or prediabetes, Tulsi offers measurable advantages. It seems to work through multiple pathways, stimulating insulin release, improving cellular glucose uptake, and reducing inflammatory molecules that cause insulin resistance. Regular Tulsi consumption helps prevent diabetes onset and improves management in existing diabetes. Cardiovascular support. Beyond the cardiovascular benefits of stress reduction, Tulsi directly supports heart health. It lowers blood pressure, improves lipid profiles, and reduces vascular inflammation. The dual action of stress relief plus direct cardiovascular support makes Tulsi especially valuable for cardiac wellness. Anti-inflammatory effects. Although not as strong as turmeric or ginger for inflammation, Tulsi provides meaningful anti-inflammatory benefits. It lowers various inflammatory markers and aids conditions where inflammation is a factor. Detoxification. Tulsi assists the body's innate detoxification processes, particularly within the liver. It increases glutathione production, the body's primary antioxidant, and supports phase 2 liver detoxification pathways. How Tulsi affects the nervous system. To comprehend Tulsi's remarkable impacts on mood, anxiety, and mental focus, we must examine how it influences the nervous system at a neurochemical level. The nervous system functions via neurotransmitters, chemical messengers enabling neuronal communication. Imbalances in these neurotransmitters are the basis for anxiety, depression, poor concentration, and other mental health issues. Pharmaceutical antidepressants and anti-anxiety drugs work by altering these neurotransmitters, typically by blocking their reabsorption, prolonging their activity in the synapse. Tulsi influences neurotransmitters through a milder, more balanced method. It enhances GABA receptor function, allowing the calming neurotransmitter GABA to operate more efficiently. It increases serotonin availability and sensitivity, naturally elevating mood. It modulates dopamine, improving motivation and focus. Unlike pharmaceuticals that compel these alterations, Tulsi cooperates with your nervous system's natural rhythms. On a broader scale, Tulsi affects the autonomic nervous system, the division controlling involuntary functions like heart rate, digestion, and stress reactions. Chronic stress drives the autonomic nervous system into fight or flight, sympathetic overdrive. Tulsi encourages a shift toward rest and digest, parasympathetic dominance. This shift is deeply restorative because in parasympathetic mode, digestion enhances, immunity fortifies, inflammation reduces, and healing processes accelerate. Tulsi also influences the brain's default mode network, the brain system active during idle time and self-referential thought. Hyperactivity in the default mode network is linked to anxiety, repetitive thinking, and depression. Tulsi appears to help regulate default mode network activity, decreasing excessive rumination and anxiety. Cultivating Tulsi at home and preparing fresh tea. A wonderful quality of Tulsi is its simple growth in many environments, giving you access to fresh leaves every day. Home cultivation creates a personal link to your remedy and guarantees peak freshness. Tulsi is a compact bush, usually growing between 1 and 2 feet high. It prefers hot, sunny spots with soil that drains well. Sow in a container or garden bed in spring once frosts have ended. Water frequently, maintaining damp soil without saturation. Tulsi requires ample sun. Ensure a minimum of 6 hours of direct light each day for best results. Start gathering leaves after the plant is well rooted, roughly 4 to 6 weeks post-planting. Remove leaves from the top to stimulate fuller growth. Frequent harvesting boosts the plant's health instead of harming it. You can keep harvesting all through the growth period. In autumn, prior to the first frost, collect all leftover leaves to save for winter. Preparing fresh Tulsi tea. Gather 8 to 10 fresh Tulsi leaves. Put them in a mug of heated, not boiling water. Let it infuse for 5 to 10 minutes. Sip while warm, adding honey or lemon if preferred. Fresh tea is stronger than dried and delivers the most robust nervous system aid. Daily consumption of fresh Tulsi tea establishes deep health advantages. Preparing dried Tulsi tea. Suspend fresh Tulsi branches in a cool, dark place for 1 week until fully dried. Remove leaves from the branches. Keep in a sealed jar protected from light and warmth. Use 1 teaspoon of dried leaves per mug of heated water. Dried tea offers practicality for continuous use and remains viable for many months. Tulsi infusion. For stronger results, put 1 tablespoon of fresh or dried tulsi in 1 cup of hot water and infuse for 20 to 30 minutes. This longer brewing time pulls out additional active constituents. Blending with additional herbs. Tulsi mixes wonderfully with the other herbs in this regimen, producing enhanced results. Tulsi and ashwagandha. Both are adaptogens with harmonious actions. Tulsi acts faster on the nervous system and stress reaction. Ashwagandha offers more profound, enduring adaptogenic support. Together, they build strong stress tolerance and emotional stability. Tulsi and ginger. Ginger's heating. Digestive properties paired with Tulsi's soothing effects. This pairing helps both the nervous and digestive systems, offering complete wellness support. Tulsi and turmeric. Turmeric's anti-inflammatory action combined with Tulsi's stress-lowering effects. Because ongoing stress causes inflammation, this duo tackles inflammation from 2 angles. Tulsi and garlic. While apparently dissimilar, Tulsi's nervine effects blend with garlic's immune-boosting properties. This pairing aids both nervous system stamina and infection defense. Spiritual advantages from ancient wisdom. Beyond bodily impacts, Buddhist and Hindu scriptures outline spiritual gains from Tulsi growing and use. These accounts, though framed spiritually, indicate real psychological and neurological effects that contemporary science is starting to confirm. Ancient texts portray Tulsi as improving awareness, sharpening perception, and aiding spiritual growth. Regular meditators often note that Tulsi intensifies meditative conditions and mental focus. Whether interpreted through spiritual or neurological lenses, the effect is genuine. Tulsi truly influences consciousness and mental operation. Growing and caring for Tulsi establishes a daily ritual that develops mindfulness and relationship. In traditional settings, the practice of watering and respecting the plant was itself seen as spiritually valuable. Modern science confirms this. Daily interaction with nature lowers stress, boosts mood, and improves wellness. The spiritual tradition acknowledged that healing includes more than physical issues. Real health involves tranquility, mental sharpness, spiritual linkage, and harmony with deeper life meanings. Tulsi assists all these aspects, which explains why it gained such deep respect. Contemporary scientific confirmation. Current research increasingly confirms Tulsi's historical applications. A 2017 review analyzing 24 human trials found solid proof that Tulsi meaningfully lowers anxiety, stress, and depression. A different study indicated Tulsi extract was as effective as prescription antidepressants for mild to moderate depression, but without adverse effects. Studies on Tulsi's immune impacts demonstrate it raises antibody production and strengthens immune reaction to vaccines. Research on breathing function shows Tulsi ameliorates asthma signs and exercise-related bronchoconstriction. Blood sugar studies verify Tulsi's advantages for diabetes control. What is especially notable is that traditional uses align almost exactly with modern research outcomes. This meeting of ancient insight and current verification happens because the herb truly functions through mechanisms our predecessors intuitively recognized. Incorporation into everyday living. The most straightforward method to use Tulsi is as a daily beverage. Start with 1 cup of fresh or dried Tulsi tea each day. This supplies steady adaptogenic support without negative effects. Most users observe reduced anxiety, enhanced sleep, and sharper mental focus within 1 to 2 weeks. Slowly increase to 2 or 3 cups daily if wanted. Unlike caffeine, which builds tolerance, Tulsi's benefits frequently improve with steady long-term use. Many people establish a daily custom. Tulsi tea in the morning to start the day peacefully. Tulsi tea in the evening to relax quietly. You can also include tulsi leaves in meals. When you have growing plants, put fresh leaves in soups, stews, or vegetable preparations. While cooking diminishes some bioavailability, you still gain advantages while making tasty dishes. For top benefits, combine tulsi with the other herbs in this protocol. A schedule could include morning tulsi tea with ginger, midday turmeric golden milk, and evening ashwagandha tea. This thorough method addresses physical health, nervous system harmony, and emotional wellness concurrently. Tulsi symbolizes nature's present for modern stress and anxiety conditions that Buddhist philosophy identified would damage health and joy. By including Tulsi in your daily habits, you address the mental and emotional bases of true wellness, creating the psychological calm required for physical healing to prosper. Herb 4. Ashwagandha, the vitality builder. Ashwagandha's name explains its function. Ashwa means horse, and gandha means smell, but more significantly, ashwagandha means the power and vigor of a horse. For over 3,000 years in Ayurvedic practice, ashwagandha has been the top herb for developing strength, endurance, and vitality. Where tulsi acts quickly on immediate stress and anxiety, ashwagandha creates more fundamental, longer-term changes in your body's core ability to manage stress and flourish. While turmeric and ginger target inflammation and digestion, ashwagandha addresses the stress response mechanism itself, the base upon which all health depends. If you could select just one herb to manage modern stress, ashwagandha would be the ideal selection. Understanding ashwagandha and its place in Ayurvedic practice. Ashwagandha, Withania somnifera, is a low shrub indigenous to India, North Africa, and the Middle East. It yields small red tomato-like fruits, though the medicinal portion is the root. In Ayurvedic practice, ashwagandha is categorized as a rasayana, a restorative substance that revives vitality and extends lifespan. Rasayanas are the most valued class of herbs in Ayurveda, used for fundamental recovery and life prolongation. Ashwagandha has historically been used by warriors getting ready for combat. It was thought to increase power, bravery, and endurance under pressure. Monasteries included ashwagandha in their daily practice for monks doing intensive meditation, acknowledging its capacity to support mental clarity and emotional steadiness during demanding spiritual disciplines. Ayurvedic practitioners prescribed ashwagandha for issues from nervous depletion to sexual issues to age-related deterioration. In Ayurvedic terminology, ashwagandha balances vata dosha, the force-controlling nervous system operation, creativity, and motion. Excessive vata causes anxiety, sleeplessness, distracted thoughts, and nervous system instability. Ashwagandha's grounding, soothing, and strengthening qualities directly oppose vata excess. However, ashwagandha is special among herbs because it also has warming and mildly energizing properties that stop it from becoming too sedating or draining. The plant grows abundantly in the arid areas of India, especially Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. In these regions, ashwagandha has been farmed as a holy and medicinal plant for centuries. Responsible harvesting has preserved ashwagandha populations for thousands of years, though contemporary demand has produced both benefits and difficulties for traditional farming. With analydes, the key components. The healing strength of ashwagandha stems from its unique bioactive compounds named withanolides. These are steroid-like molecules present in the plant that have no parallel in other commonly used herbs. Scientists have found over 35 distinct withanolides, each with unique biological activity, and new compounds are still being identified. Withanolides function through multiple mechanisms that science is still revealing. They attach to various receptor systems in the body, including GABA receptors, which induce calm, and other neurotransmitter systems. They regulate stress hormone release, particularly cortisol and adrenaline. They boost DHEA production, a hormone that opposes stress hormone effects. They activate immune function through multiple channels. What is astonishing is that withanolides seem specifically crafted by nature to handle modern stress. They don't merely cover stress symptoms, they readjust your body's stress response system, training it to react suitably rather than overreact to small stresses. This clarifies why ashwagandha produces lasting benefits that persist even after stopping the herb. Different ashwagandha products contain varying withanolide concentrations, which influences their strength. High-grade ashwagandha extracts are standardized to contain particular withanolide percentages, usually 4.5% or 5% or greater. This standardization guarantees you get consistent therapeutic amounts. Whole root powder contains fluctuating withanolide quantities based on growing conditions and processing. Research increasingly indicates that withanolides activate adaptogenic responses through multiple pathways at once. This multi-pathway operation explains ashwagandha's wide therapeutic effects and absence of side effects. Different individuals receive the specific effects their body requires most: stress, cortisol, and ashwagandha's assistance. Chronic stress is possibly the biggest health danger confronting modern humans. Unlike the acute stress our ancestors encountered, predators, immediate threats, modern stress is persistent and psychological. Job demands, financial concerns, social tensions, information excess. This continuous activation of the stress response produces constantly raised cortisol and adrenaline, weakening immunity, encouraging inflammation, increasing fat storage, and speeding aging. Cortisol normally follows a daily pattern: high in the morning to activate you, slowly decreasing during the day, reaching its lowest at night. This rhythm enables sleep and recovery. With chronic stress, cortisol stays elevated all day and night, disturbing sleep and blocking recovery. Many people experience tired but wired, exhausted yet unable to sleep because of disrupted cortisol. Ashwagandha specifically targets this dysregulation. Multiple human trials prove that ashwagandha lowers cortisol levels more efficiently than many pharmaceutical anxiety drugs. One study found that ashwagandha decreased cortisol levels by 27.9%. Another study showed ashwagandha reduced cortisol more effectively than lorazepam, a pharmaceutical anti-anxiety drug, and without the addiction risk. The mechanism is elegant. Ashwagandha doesn't push cortisol down, which might be risky if it dropped too low. Instead, it normalizes the HPA axis, the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal system that manages stress hormone release. It helps the system identify safe situations as safe rather than continuously sensing threat. It lowers the excessive cortisol reaction to minor stresses while preserving appropriate response to real danger. This normalization of stress response generates cascading benefits. With lower cortisol, sleep improves significantly. With better sleep, immune function enhances, inflammation drops, and recovery speeds up. With reduced stress hormone exposure, blood sugar stabilizes, digestion improves, and weight management becomes simpler. The basic stress system recalibration creates a cascade of health enhancements throughout the body: sleep quality and deep recovery. One of ashwagandha's most significant effects is sleep improvement. This isn't through drugging. Ashwagandha isn't a sleep drug. Rather, it creates circumstances that permit natural sleep to happen by lowering nighttime cortisol, quieting the nervous system, and promoting relaxation. Ashwagandha enables sleep to occur more naturally and profoundly. Many studies confirm ashwagandha's sleep benefits. One study found ashwagandha improved sleep quality scores by 72% and reduced sleep latency, time to fall asleep, by 37%. Another study showed ashwagandha improved sleep efficiency the percentage of time in bed actually sleeping, from 65.0% to 83.3%. Importantly, these improvements happened without dependence or next-day drowsiness. Sleep quality significantly affects every part of health. During deep sleep, your body generates growth hormone, which repairs tissues, burns fat, and maintains youthful metabolism. During sleep, your brain clears metabolic waste products that build up during wakefulness. This cleaning process is vital for maintaining cognitive function and preventing neurological diseases. During sleep, your immune system performs its maintenance and training. Without sufficient deep sleep, health declines regardless of other health practices. For anyone experiencing sleep issues, whether trouble falling asleep, trouble staying asleep, or poor sleep quality, ashwagandha frequently provides remarkable benefits. Many users report that they fall asleep more easily, wake less often, and feel considerably more refreshed after sleep. They often notice this improvement within 1 to 2 weeks of starting ashwagandha. Vigor, endurance, and physical performance. Despite its calming effects, ashwagandha improves vigor and endurance rather than reducing them. This apparent paradox resolves when you understand that ashwagandha creates efficient energy rather than nervous system stimulation. It doesn't boost adrenaline like caffeine. It allows your body to maintain activity without depletion or nervous fatigue. Athletes use ashwagandha specifically for better endurance and performance. Studies show ashwagandha raises VO2 max, oxygen use, enhances muscle strength and recovery, and decreases fatigue. One study of cyclists found ashwagandha improved performance by approximately 7%, a meaningful improvement in athletic terms. Another study showed ashwagandha reduced exercise-induced muscle damage and sped up recovery. Beyond sports, ashwagandha helps people with chronic fatigue and energy depletion. Many individuals suffering from burnout, chronic illness, or post-viral fatigue report substantial energy improvement with ashwagandha. The energy isn't the fragile, anxiety-producing energy of stimulants. It's sustainable, resilient energy that doesn't diminish over time. Sexual function and vigor. Ashwagandha has been used for thousands of years to improve sexual performance and fertility. Modern research confirms this traditional use. Ashwagandha improves sexual function in both genders through multiple mechanisms: better blood flow, decreased performance anxiety, increased desire and arousal, and heightened physical sensation. Studies show ashwagandha raises testosterone levels in men while improving sexual performance and satisfaction. For women, ashwagandha improves sexual arousal, lubrication, and satisfaction. In one study, women taking ashwagandha reported meaningful improvements in sexual function across multiple measures, particularly arousal and satisfaction. Beyond sexual function, ashwagandha enhances overall vitality and bodily presence. People often report feeling more alive, more present in their body, and more connected to their physical self. This enhancement of vitality extends to all life areas, not just sexual expression. Usage methods: powder, capsules, milk. Preparation. Ashwagandha comes in multiple forms, each with benefits and limitations. Understanding your options lets you select what suits your lifestyle and preferences. Whole root powder. This is the most traditional form. 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon blended into warm milk, smoothies, or food. Whole powder contains the full plant matrix but has variable with analyte content. Advantages: most natural, minimal processing, lowest price. Disadvantages: variable strength, earthy flavor, some dislike. Standardized extract powder. This is concentrated ashwagandha root, processed to specific with analyte percentages, typically 4.5 to 5%. 1/4 teaspoon gives consistent dosing. This is often the best option for therapeutic effects. Advantages: consistent potency, higher concentration, so smaller doses required, often better taste. Disadvantages: more processing, higher cost. Capsules, practical for travel and consistent dosing. Typically 1 to 2 500 milligram capsules twice daily. Advantages: no taste, precise dosing, convenient. Disadvantages: costly, requires swallowing multiple capsules. Ashwagandha milk, traditional preparation. Mix 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon ashwagandha powder with 1 cup warm milk, dairy or plant-based. Add a pinch of black pepper and honey to taste. This traditional preparation, called ashwagandha milk, has been used for millennia. The fat in milk improves absorption. The heating nature of the preparation helps digestion. Drink 1 hour before sleep for optimal sleep benefits or upon waking for daytime stamina. Tea. Steep 1/2 to 1 teaspoon powder in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. Add honey and spices as preferred. Less potent than concentrated extract, but still useful. Synergy with other herbs. Ashwagandha combines powerfully with the other 4 herbs in this protocol, creating comprehensive healing effects. Ashwagandha and Tulsi. Both are adaptogens with complementary effects. Tulsi acts faster on immediate stress and anxiety. Ashwagandha creates deeper, longer-lasting changes. Together, they supply complete adaptogenic support. Many traditional formulas mix these two. Ashwagandha and ginger. Ginger's heating, digestive effects combine with ashwagandha's calming, stress-reducing effects. This combination especially helps people with stress-related digestive issues. Ashwagandha and turmeric. Turmeric's anti-inflammatory effects combined with ashwagandha's stress-reducing effects. Since chronic stress causes inflammation, this combination addresses inflammation from both physical and psychological angles. Ashwagandha and garlic. While different in nature, ashwagandha's stress support combines with garlic's immune strengthening. Many traditional formulas include both for comprehensive resilience, safety, dosing, and contraindications. Ashwagandha is extremely safe for most people. Standard clinical studies use doses of 300 to 600 milligrams daily of standardized extract, though doses up to 2,000 milligrams have been used safely. For whole root powder, 1/2 to 1 teaspoon, approximately 2 to 5 grams, daily is typical. Most people tolerate ashwagandha well. Occasionally, someone experiences mild digestive discomfort at higher doses, which usually clears by taking it with food or lowering the dose. Some people experience vivid dreams or slightly deeper sleep than usual. These are features, not problems, showing the herb is working. However, certain groups should use caution. Pregnancy. While ashwagandha is traditionally used to support fertility and healthy pregnancy, pregnant women should discuss use with their healthcare provider. Some studies show safety while others suggest caution, so professional guidance is appropriate. Autoimmune conditions. Ashwagandha may enhance immune function, which could theoretically aggravate autoimmune conditions. People with lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, or other autoimmune conditions should discuss ashwagandha with their doctor. Thyroid conditions. Ashwagandha may affect thyroid function. People on thyroid medications should monitor thyroid levels if adding ashwagandha. Surgery. High dose. Ashwagandha may interact with anesthesia. Discontinue several weeks before elective surgery. Drug interactions. Ashwagandha may interact with sedatives, anxiolytics, and immunosuppressants. Consult with healthcare providers if taking these medications. For most people, ashwagandha is safe at recommended doses with minimal side effects. Real changes and user experiences. The accounts of people whose lives have been changed by ashwagandha are profound. Consider Robert, who experienced severe anxiety that restricted his career and relationships. After pharmaceutical drugs failed or produced unacceptable side effects, Robert added ashwagandha to his routine. Within 4 weeks, his anxiety reduced perceptibly. Within 3 months, he reported feeling truly calm for the first time in years. He successfully returned to work and began socializing again. Or consider Maria, a medical worker suffering from burnout and fatigue. Despite sufficient sleep, she felt continually drained and unable to recover. After adding ashwagandha and the other herbs in this protocol, her energy returned within weeks. She described feeling alive again and able to enjoy her life outside work. Consider James, an athlete dealing with chronic inflammation and slow recovery. Despite excellent training and nutrition, injuries persisted. After incorporating ashwagandha with the other healing herbs, his recovery dramatically improved. He returned to competitive performance and eventually set personal bests. These transformations share common factors. People start with consistent use, notice subtle benefits within 1 to 2 weeks, and experience more profound changes within 1 to 3 months. The improvements are sustainable and continue as long as ashwagandha is used regularly. The base of resilience. Ashwagandha represents nature's solution to the stress epidemics that define modern life. While we cannot remove all stress, we can transform our reaction to it by normalizing cortisol levels, improving sleep, enhancing energy, and building genuine resilience. Ashwagandha creates the physiological foundation upon which all other health improvements rest. Incorporate ashwagandha into your routine through daily ashwagandha milk before sleep, combined with turmeric and ginger for comprehensive healing support. Use it consistently, understanding that the most profound benefits emerge over months and years of regular use. Ashwagandha is not a quick fix, but a fundamental rebuilding tool, a way of recalibrating your nervous system and stress response toward health and resilience. This foundation of reduced stress and improved sleep allows turmeric's inflammation reduction, ginger's digestive support, and all your body's natural healing processes to work optimally. Herb number 5, garlic, the miracle bulb. If turmeric is the most scientifically proven, ginger the most widely cherished, tulsi the most spiritually honored, and ashwagandha the most stress adaptation centered, then garlic merits acknowledgement as the world's most available wonder. Unlike the other 4 herbs, somewhat foreign to Western kitchens and frequently needing special purchase, garlic resides in nearly every supermarket, cultivates simply in most backyards, and flavors wonderfully in numerous recipes. Yet, despite its availability and kitchen fame, garlic's remarkable healing strength stays undervalued. This common bulb contains antibacterial, antiviral, anti-swelling, and anti-tumor traits so powerful that it merits standing as one of humankind's most vital curative foods. Why garlic is nature's antibiotic. For many centuries before modern antibiotic drugs were found, garlic was mankind's chief germ-fighting tool. In old Egypt, garlic was so prized for its healing traits that it was placed in royal burial sites for afterlife application. During Middle Age epidemics, doctors recommended garlic, and history notes that garlic-eating populations showed improved recovery odds. In both global conflicts, garlic was named Russian penicillin, since it addressed diseased injuries when drug-based antibiotics were scarce. Current science confirms these past accounts with impressive detail. Garlic holds substances stronger than many drug-based antibiotics against specific microbes, including drug-immune types. The FDA has recognized garlic's germ-fighting traits. Still, garlic stays mostly missing from contemporary doctor treatments, not because it doesn't work, but because it can't be owned, and thus creates no financial motive for advertising. Garlic's germ-fighting power reaches past bacteria to viruses, yeasts, and worms. Studies prove garlic works against flu, everyday cold viruses, oral herpes, yeast infections, and many worms. This wide-range germ-fighting action makes garlic useful for avoiding and treating various sicknesses. The process behind garlic's germ-fighting power involves an amazing chemical response. When you mash, slice, or bite garlic, a protein named alliinase switches on, changing alliin substances into allicin, the component causing garlic's distinct sharp scent and majority of its healing traits. Allicin is exceptionally germ-fighting, destroying invaders through several methods, harming germ cell walls, blocking vital proteins, and creating unstable oxygen particles that overpower invader defenses. Allicin, the potent component freed when mashed. Knowing allicin is key to using garlic best because allicin is highly reactive and fragile. Whole garlic sections contain alliin, which isn't especially germ-fighting. Only when garlic is mashed, sliced, or bitten does the alliinase protein transform allin to allicin, and this change requires about 10 minutes. Also, allicin degrades when facing heat, with most allicin eliminated by heating. This clarifies why raw garlic has much greater germ-fighting strength than heated garlic. It also clarifies why chopped garlic that rests for 10 minutes before heating has more power than garlic put straight into hot pots. For top germ-fighting advantage, eat mashed raw garlic and pause 10 minutes before consuming or heating it. However, this doesn't imply heated garlic is useless. Heating converts some allicin to other sulfur components that, while unlike allicin, still hold healing traits. Heated garlic loses most germ-fighting action, but keeps heart benefits and general health-supporting traits. The perfect method mixes raw garlic for severe sickness prevention with heated garlic for everyday healthcare and cooking pleasure. New studies have found that aged garlic essence, garlic fermented for long durations, forms different components that preserve strength, while losing the stomach upset raw garlic sometimes causes. Aged garlic essence offers a compromise, healing advantages with milder stomach effects. Cardiovascular health, blood pressure, lipids, heart illness, prevention. Beyond its germ-fighting traits, garlic is possibly most famous for heart benefits. Multiple human tests show that garlic lowers blood pressure, improves lipid patterns, and stops artery disease advancement. Garlic lowers blood pressure through several methods. Allicin loosens blood vessel muscle, improving vessel flexibility. Garlic boosts nitric oxide creation, a signaling particle that widens blood vessels. Garlic sulfur compounds lower oxidative damage in blood vessels. Research shows garlic can reduce top blood pressure reading by 5 to 10 millimeters of mercury, similar to some drug-based blood pressure drugs, but without negative effects. Garlic improves lipid patterns by reducing LDL bad cholesterol damage. It's the damage type of LDL that harms arteries. Garlic also raises HDL good cholesterol and lowers blood fats. Several reviews of multiple studies verify that steady garlic eating improves heart risk factors. For artery disease prevention, garlic tackles several disease processes. It lowers swelling in blood vessels. It stops platelet clumping, reducing clot formation risk. It lowers oxidative damage that drives artery disease. It improves blood vessel lining function. The mix of these impacts means garlic prevents heart illness through several methods concurrently. One especially important heart effect is garlic's homocysteine reduction. Homocysteine is an amino acid that, at high levels, greatly raises heart illness and stroke risk. Garlic lowers high homocysteine levels, addressing this significant heart risk element. Immune system boost, fighting sicknesses naturally. Garlic's immune-enhancing impacts appear through several methods. Allicin directly kills invaders, reducing sickness load. Garlic improves white blood cell action, boosting the body's capacity to fight sicknesses. Garlic increases antibody production and improves immune cell teamwork. Regular garlic eating meaningfully reduces common cold and flu frequency and intensity. Studies show people eating garlic routinely get colds less often and heal faster when sickness happens. During flu season, steady garlic eating gives strong protection. For people with weakened immunity, whether from tension, poor rest, long-term illness, or age, garlic gives especially useful support. It doesn't overactivate immunity, which might create autoimmune problems, but rather optimizes natural immune function. Beyond fighting severe sicknesses, garlic supports immune system toughness and long life. Regular garlic eating has been linked to lower rates of various sicknesses across communities. This suggests that long-term garlic eating builds immune toughness, the ability to resist sickness initially, rather than just fighting sicknesses after they appear. Cancer prevention studies. One of garlic's most promising research areas involves potential cancer prevention. While garlic isn't a cancer solution, extensive research suggests regular garlic eating reduces cancer risk across several cancer types. Garlic contains components named organosulfurs that have shown anti-cancer traits in lab studies. These components trigger apoptosis, planned cell death, in cancer cells, block cancer cell growth, prevent spread, and improve immune system tumor monitoring. Some research suggests garlic might improve chemotherapy effectiveness while reducing side effects. Population studies show that communities with high garlic eating have meaningfully lower rates of certain cancers, particularly stomach and colon cancers. A big future study found that people eating garlic routinely had much lower risk of colon cancer and stomach cancer. The cancer prevention impacts appear to involve several methods: direct poisonous effects on precancer cells, improvement of immune monitoring, reduced swelling, antioxidant action, and gene expression changes that favor cell health. These multiple methods explain why garlic's cancer prevention impacts appear across several cancer types. Anti-aging and longevity benefits. Beyond illness prevention, garlic holds remarkable anti-aging traits. These appear through several methods: antioxidant action that protects against cell aging, reduction of oxidative damage and swelling that drive aging, improved heart function that maintains youthful energy, and apparent effects on telomeres, the protective chromosome ends that shorten with age. One fascinating research area involves garlic's effects on cell aging markers. Studies show garlic reduces markers of cell aging and might improve cell repair systems. This suggests garlic literally slows aging at a cell level. Beyond cell methods, garlic supports the functional abilities most important for healthy aging: maintaining heart health, supporting sickness resistance, preserving brain function, maintaining sexual function and drive, and supporting physical power and movement. Regular garlic eating appears to extend not just life length, but health span, the years lived in good health rather than weakness. Raw versus cooked garlic. Which works better? As noted earlier, raw garlic and heated garlic have different healing profiles. Knowing when to use which form optimizes garlic's health advantages. Raw garlic. Top germ-fighting action due to preserved allicin. Best for sickness prevention and treatment, immune system support, and severe health issues. Mashing and waiting 10 minutes before eating maximizes allicin creation. The disadvantage is potential stomach upset in sensitive people and lasting smell. Heated garlic loses most allicin but keeps other helpful components. Better handled digestively by sensitive people. Keeps heart benefits, immune support, though lessened, and cancer prevention potential. Tastes more pleasing to many people and allows flexible cooking use. Aged garlic essence. Fermented garlic with less smell, but kept health benefits. Provides germ-fighting action, heart support, and immune improvement without raw garlic stomach upset. Pricier than whole garlic, but convenient and well tolerated. The ideal method mixes forms. Eat raw garlic routinely for preventive immune and germ-fighting benefits. Use heated garlic in everyday cooking for food enjoyment and sustained heart support. Consider aged garlic essence during specific health challenges or if raw garlic causes stomach issues. Perfect daily intake for healing advantages. Research suggests eating 1 to 2 sections of fresh garlic daily. This equals roughly 4 grams of fresh garlic or 1 gram of dried garlic powder daily. Some studies use larger amounts, up to 10 grams daily, without issues, though this exceeds most people's cooking use. The eating frequency matters as much as amount. Steady daily garlic eating gives better benefits than occasional large doses. Your body adjusts to garlic's effects, and steady eating maintains ideal immune and heart advantage. For severe sickness concerns, larger doses for short periods are suitable. 1 to 3 mashed raw sections daily until the danger passes. For long-term illness prevention, steady moderate eating is better than irregular large doses. Garlic's benefits collect over time. Research shows that people who eat garlic routinely for months and years show increasingly strong heart and immune benefits. This suggests that steady long-term use creates body adaptations that improve garlic's protective effects. How to reduce garlic breath. A major obstacle to garlic eating for many people is the lasting breath smell. Knowing the process and learning effective solutions lets you receive garlic's health benefits without social cost. Garlic breath results from allicin and its byproducts being absorbed through your digestive system and breathed out through your lungs. You're literally exhaling garlic components. Toothbrushing or mouthwash addresses only surface smell. True garlic breath comes from internal processing. Several components effectively counter garlic breath. Milk. Proteins in milk bind sulfur components, neutralizing them before absorption. Drinking milk while eating garlic or right after greatly reduces breath smell. Parsley. Fresh parsley holds components that neutralize garlic's smelly components. Chewing fresh parsley right after garlic eating noticeably reduces breath smell. Lemon. Citric acid reacts with sulfur components, neutralizing them. Eating lemon or drinking lemon juice after garlic helps. Apples. Polyphenols in apples neutralize sulfur components. Eating an apple after garlic reduces smell. Water. Drinking helps dilute and remove garlic components. Drinking ample water supports smell reduction. Timing. Eating garlic with meals reduces smell compared to eating raw garlic alone. The meal's other ingredients help neutralize sulfur components. Cooking. Heated garlic creates less smell than raw garlic. If smell is problematic, using heated garlic gives similar benefits with reduced smell. These solutions make it possible to gain garlic's health benefits without becoming socially difficult. Mixing with other herbs for combined effects. Garlic mixes powerfully with the other 4 herbs in this plan, creating complete healing impacts. Garlic plus turmeric. Both reduce swelling, support heart health, and have cancer prevention traits. Combined, they create strong anti-swelling and illness prevention impacts. Traditional curries often mix these two. Garlic plus ginger. Both improve blood flow, immunity, and digestion. Combined, they create strong immune support and digestive improvement. This mix appears in many traditional soups. Garlic plus ashwagandha. Garlic's immune-strengthening mixes with ashwagandha's stress support. Together, they build complete health toughness, physical sickness resistance, and mental stress resilience. Garlic plus tulsi. Garlic's germ-fighting, immune-boosting impacts mixed with tulsi's calming, balancing impacts. This mix addresses both sickness resistance and nerve system balance. Real-life changes. The accounts of people who've regained health through steady garlic eating are convincing. Consider Sarah, who endured long-term breathing sicknesses. she'd get colds or lung infection almost every month. After adding raw garlic to her daily schedule, her sickness rate fell to maybe twice a year. She described feeling truly healthy for the first time in years. Or consider Michael, whose heart risk elements, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, family history of heart illness, had him on several drugs with side effects. After adding steady garlic eating along with the other herbs in this plan and moderate lifestyle changes, his blood pressure normalized, his cholesterol improved, and his doctor reduced his drugs significantly. Consider Jennifer, who noticed her skin and energy seemed to be aging early. After adding the 5 herbs steadily, with special focus on raw garlic and turmeric, she noticed her skin looked more lively, her energy rose, and people started commenting that she appeared younger. These weren't sudden overnight changes, but gradual improvements over months that became undeniable. The base of protection. Garlic represents nature's most available protective medicine. Unlike the other herbs in this plan, which require some work to find and include, garlic requires just adding it to foods you already eat. It grows simply in most gardens, stores forever, costs little per serving, and tastes great when included thoughtfully. Garlic's combination of germ-fighting, heart, immune-supporting, cancer prevention, and anti-aging traits makes it perhaps the single most valuable food for illness prevention. More than that, garlic is available to everyone regardless of money situation. No herb is more equally available or affordable. Start including garlic today. Add mashed raw garlic to salads with lemon juice. Include garlic in your cooking daily. Eat garlic purposefully with ginger, turmeric, and the other herbs in this plan. Use heated garlic for daily inclusion and raw garlic for preventive immune support. Let garlic become as central to your health routine as it has been to human healing for many centuries. This simple bulb, humble, available, and remarkably healing, represents one of nature's greatest gifts to humanity. How these 5 herbs work together, synergy and combination. While each of the 5 herbs holds remarkable individual power, their true transformative potential appears when used together in thoughtfully created combinations. This synergy, where the combined impact exceeds the total of individual effects, represents one of nature's most elegant healing principles. Ancient wisdom recognized this thousands of years ago when creating plant formulas that combined multiple herbs. Modern science now confirms this wisdom, verifying that herb combinations often outperform single herbs significantly. Knowing synergy is crucial because it explains why steady use of all 5 herbs creates much greater benefits than using just 1 or 2. The herbs address swelling from multiple angles, support different body systems, strengthen immunity through complementary methods, and create a complete healing environment that lets your body restore itself fully. Golden milk. Recipe: turmeric plus ginger plus garlic. The most famous herb combination across Asian traditions is golden milk, a drink mixing turmeric, ginger, and sometimes garlic. This combination represents perhaps the strongest anti-swelling preparation you can make. The synergy of these 3 herbs addresses swelling at multiple levels simultaneously. Basic golden milk. Recipe: 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon fresh grated ginger, or 1/8 teaspoon dried 1 mashed garlic section, optional for stronger effect. 1 pinch of black pepper, 1 teaspoon coconut oil or ghee, 1 cup milk, dairy, coconut, almond, or other choice, 1 teaspoon raw honey, optional, cinnamon, cardamom, or clove for extra flavor. Warm milk gently, don't boil. Add turmeric, ginger, garlic, black pepper, and healthy fat. Mix well and heat lightly for 5 to 10 minutes. Pour into a cup. Add honey after cooling slightly, as heat ruins some honey benefits, and drink warm. Why this combination works so powerfully? Turmeric gives curcumin's wide anti-swelling effects. Ginger adds gingerol's additional anti-swelling and digestive warming effects. Garlic includes germ-fighting and heart benefits. Black pepper greatly increases turmeric absorption. The healthy fat improves absorption of all three fat-soluble components. Together, they create swelling reduction so strong that many people feel noticeable joint pain relief and better digestion within days. The beauty of golden milk is its flexibility. Drink it warm before bed for sleep support and overnight swelling reduction. Drink it in the morning for immediate anti-swelling effect. Some people drink it twice daily, morning and evening, for long-term swelling conditions. The taste, while initially strange to many Westerners, becomes tasty and desirable with regular consumption. Herbal Immune Boosting Blend. During cold and flu season or when facing sickness exposure, a specific combination maximizes immune support. This blend emphasizes garlic and ginger while adding Tulsi's balancing immune effects. Immune Boosting Tea Recipe. 2 garlic sections, mashed and chopped 1 teaspoon fresh ginger grated, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, 5 to 10 fresh Tulsi leaves or 1 teaspoon dried, 1 teaspoon raw honey, juice of half a lemon, 1 cup hot water. Add all ingredients except honey and lemon juice to hot water. Steep for 10 to 15 minutes. Add honey and lemon juice. Drink warm, preferably 3 times daily during active sickness or high exposure times. Why this combination is powerful. Garlic salicin kills invaders directly and stimulates immune response. Ginger's gingerols improve immune cell action and reduce swelling responses. Turmeric's curcumin supports immune function while reducing excessive swelling responses. Tulsi's polyphenols improve overall immune coordination. Lemon provides vitamin C and improves absorption. Honey soothes throat swelling and adds germ-fighting benefits. This combination addresses sickness through direct invader killing, garlic, immune system optimization, all, and symptom reduction, ginger, Tulsi, honey. Anti-inflammatory power combinations. For long-term swelling conditions, arthritis, autoimmune diseases, inflammatory gut diseases, a specific combination targeting swelling from multiple angles proves especially effective. Anti-inflammatory curry. Recipe: 1 tablespoon coconut oil, 3 garlic sections, chopped 1 teaspoon fresh ginger, grated 1 teaspoon turmeric powder, 1/2 teaspoon coriander powder, pinch of black pepper, 1 can coconut milk, 2 cups vegetable or bone broth, 2 cups chopped vegetables, spinach, kale, broccoli, or other, 1/4 cup fresh Tulsi leaves, sea salt to taste, heat coconut oil. Add garlic and ginger. Cook for 2 to 3 minutes until fragrant. Add turmeric, coriander, and black pepper. Heat spices for 1 minute. Add broth and coconut milk. Bring to light boil. Add vegetables and heat until soft, 10 to 15 minutes. Add fresh Tulsi leaves at the end. Season with sea salt. This curry provides all 5 herbs in one tasty meal. The combination of swelling pathways targeted makes this one of the most powerful anti-swelling meals possible. Eat routinely during swelling flares or as preventive care for long-term conditions. Detox teas and preparations. Periodically assisting your body's detoxification processes promotes wellness and prevents toxin buildup. A particular herbal blend aids liver detoxification while mildly liberating accumulated toxins. Detox tea. Preparation: 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon fresh ginger, grated 2 garlic cloves, crushed 1 pinch cayenne pepper, optional, improves circulation, half a lemon, juiced 1 cup hot water, 1 teaspoon raw honey. Mix all ingredients. Let it steep for 10 minutes. Sip warm each morning before eating. This can be taken daily for prolonged durations, weeks or months, to aid continuous detoxification. How this functions. Turmeric assists liver phase 2 detoxification enzymes and bile creation. Ginger improves circulation and digestion, aiding toxin liberation. Garlic's sulfur content aids glutathione creation, the body's primary antioxidant. Lemon activates liver operation and digestive release. Collectively, they offer thorough detoxification aid, avoiding the harsh detox methods that occasionally cause adverse effects. Seasonal herbal blends. Different seasons introduce distinct health demands. Adapting herb blends to seasonal requirements enhances wellness all year. Spring blend, revival and detoxification. Focus on turmeric, ginger, and garlic for cleansing and revival after winter. Create spring tonics using all 5 herbs to aid the seasonal shift. Summer blend, cooling and hydration aid. Use more tulsi and ginger with fewer heating spices. Focus on hydrating herbal drinks. Brew tulsi tea. Consume it chilled for hydration and nervous system aid. Fall blend, immune aid and grounding. Use more garlic and ashwagandha for immune support before winter. Include heating spices. Focus on golden milk for grounding and immune preparation. Winter blend, profound support, all 5 herbs in a warming mixture. Focus on ashwagandha milk at bedtime for deep sleep. Use golden milk for lasting energy. Include raw garlic and ginger for illness prevention. Morning versus evening herb practices. Different herbs and blends fulfill different roles based on timing. Establishing morning and evening practices maximizes each herb's advantages. Morning practice, energizing and activation. Fresh tulsi tea with ginger for mental clarity and serene energy. Golden milk focusing on ginger for warmth and digestive activation. Raw garlic with lemon before eating for immune activation. Turmeric in morning meals for inflammation prevention. Morning herbs should offer mild activation without overstimulation. The objective is serene concentration and activated immunity. Evening practice, calming and recovery. Ashwagandha milk before sleep for nervous system calming and rest support. Ginger for digestive aid and mild warmth. Cooked garlic in evening meals for cardiovascular support without nighttime stimulation. Tulsi tea an hour before bed for profound relaxation. Evening herbs should aid relaxation, sleep, and overnight recovery. The objective is deep rest and nervous system repair. How blends magnify individual effects. The pharmacological concept in herb combinations is synergy, where the collective impact surpasses what each herb would achieve separately. Several processes create this synergistic amplification. Bioavailability improvement. Black pepper with turmeric raises bioavailability 2000%, including ginger and garlic to turmeric, further improves overall compound bioavailability. Fat-soluble compounds absorb more effectively with healthy fats. Complementary actions. Turmeric lessens inflammation via NF-kappa B suppression. Ginger lessens inflammation via COX-2 suppression. Garlic lessens inflammation through multiple routes. Combined, they work better than any single route. Multi-system targeting. Turmeric addresses inflammation. Ginger aids digestion. Garlic improves immunity. Ashwagandha handles stress. Tulsi soothes nervous system. Together, they target physical inflammation, digestive operation, immune strength, stress resilience, and mental focus simultaneously. This complete method creates wellness that single herb regimens struggle to achieve. Buffering and equilibrium. Herbs can possess opposing impacts that moderate each other. Ginger is heating, tulsi is cooling. This balance prevents extreme heating or cooling. Ashwagandha is grounding. Ginger is stimulating. Together, they create balanced energy instead of excessive stimulation or fatigue. Enhanced effectiveness. Each herb's bioactive compounds can intensify others' impacts. Compounds from one herb raise another herb's bioavailability or activity. This mutual improvement creates magnified effects, creating a customized herb regimen. While the described blends offer excellent foundations, your ideal regimen depends on your specific health objectives, tastes, and lifestyle. Here is how to design a personalized method. 1. Determine your main health aims. Are you targeting inflammation, immunity, stress, worry, sleep, sexual health, cardiovascular health, cancer prevention? Your primary aim decides which herbs to highlight. 2. Evaluate your constitution. In Ayurvedic terms, are you mainly Vata, nervous, scattered, irregular, Pitta, fiery, hot, inflammatory, intense, or Kapha, heavy, congested, sluggish? Different constitutions benefit from different herb proportions. 3. Consider your lifestyle. Are you able to prepare fresh herbal teas daily, or do you favor convenient supplements? Do you cook daily? Can you cultivate herbs at home? Your lifestyle decides which preparations are sustainable. 4. Select your primary blend. Pick one core combination to consume daily. For instance, golden milk every evening. This guarantees regular consumption of multiple herbs. 5. Include targeted herbs based on your aims. Add particular herbs in other meals or preparations. For example, if immunity is your focus, include raw garlic in lunch salads and ginger in morning tea. 6. Monitor your reaction. Observe how you feel over weeks and months. Are your energy levels enhancing, pain reducing, sleep improving, mood lifting, digestion better? Let your experience direct adjustments. 7. Modify gradually instead of overwhelming yourself with all 5 herbs at once. Start with 2 or 3 and slowly include others. This lets you observe individual impacts and personalize your regimen. The strength of consistency. The most crucial principle in herb usage is consistency. Daily use builds exponential benefits that occasional use cannot match. Herbs function through cumulative impacts. They differ from pharmaceuticals that create instant effects. They resemble exercise or meditation. The benefits compound through regular practice. People frequently ask, "How long until I see benefits?" The answer depends on your specific condition and the herb blend used. Some effects, like better digestion or sleep, often appear within days or weeks. Deeper impacts like chronic inflammation reduction, cardiovascular enhancement, or energy recovery often need months or years of regular use. The dedication to add these 5 herbs to your daily practice for 90 days, 180 days, or longer will create benefits that casual experimentation never could. Regard it as an investment in your health's future. Small daily actions that compound into significant transformation over time. This is how Buddhist wisdom and traditional medicine systems view healing. Not through drastic measures, but through consistent, intelligent daily decisions aligned with your body's innate healing capacity. The 5 herbs together create a complete healing system addressing inflammation, immunity, stress, digestion, cardiovascular wellness, neurological health, and anti-aging concurrently. They function synergistically, magnifying each other's benefits. They are safe, accessible, economical, and tasty when incorporated thoughtfully into your daily foods and drinks. Most importantly, they function because they're aligned with your body's innate healing intelligence, providing it the resources it requires to do what it already knows how to do: heal itself. Practical daily integration. Understanding the remarkable health benefits of these 5 herbs is one thing. Actually integrating them into your busy, real life is another. This section connects that gap, offering practical methods that make consistent herb usage easy, affordable, and integrated naturally into your existing lifestyle. The most potent herb is the one you actually consume regularly, not the one sitting unused in your cabinet because it was too complex to use. Shopping guide: sourcing quality herbs. Quality matters substantially. Fresh, potent herbs provide better results than old, degraded products. Knowing where to source quality herbs guarantees you get maximum therapeutic benefit. Fresh herbs at markets: ginger, garlic, and fresh tulsi, increasingly available, can be bought at most grocery stores. Select firm, unblemished items. Fresh garlic should feel dense for its size. Fresh ginger should have thin, papery skin. Fresh tulsi should smell fragrant and have bright green color. Store fresh herbs in refrigerator crisper drawers for weeks or months. Dried herbs and spices: buy dried turmeric, ginger powder, and dried tulsi from reliable sources. Look for vibrant color. Dull-colored turmeric indicates age and degradation. Smell the herbs. They should be fragrant and fresh-smelling, not musty or old. Smaller amounts bought frequently provide better quality than large amounts stored long-term. Specialty Indian and Asian markets: these shops typically provide fresher, higher quality, and more economical herbs than standard supermarkets. Indian markets have excellent turmeric quality and often stock fresh tulsi plants. Asian markets have superior ginger and fresh garlic. These markets also have organic choices and unique herb varieties. Online suppliers: reputable online sellers provide convenience and often superior quality. Look for certified organic products with independent testing. Read reviews. Buy from established companies with good reputation. While shipping costs apply, bulk online purchases often cost less than retail stores. Growing your own for tulsi, ginger, and garlic. Home cultivation provides the freshest possible herbs while being surprisingly affordable and simple. One tulsi plant provides fresh leaves for months. Garlic planted in autumn yields bulbs by late spring. Fresh ginger rhizomes grow easily in pots. Cultivation creates daily connection to your medicine and guarantees absolute freshness. Quality indicators: certified organic, avoid pesticide residues. Recent harvest dates: vibrant color and fragrant smell. Independently tested for contaminants, stored in proper conditions, cool, dry. Fair prices: extremely cheap often signals poor quality. Storage and preservation techniques: proper storage maintains herb potency and prevents degradation. Understanding storage prevents wasting money on herbs that have lost their therapeutic value. Fresh herbs: store in refrigerator crisper drawers in plastic bags or containers. Most fresh herbs keep 1 to 3 weeks. Alternatively, freeze fresh herbs. Chop and place in ice cube trays with a little water. Freeze, then store frozen cubes in freezer bags. Frozen herbs work well in cooked dishes. Dried herbs and spices: store in airtight containers away from light, heat, and moisture. A cool, dark cupboard is ideal. Glass jars work better than plastic for long-term storage. Label containers with contents and dates. Most dried herbs maintain potency for 6 months to 2 years, depending on storage conditions and herb type. Ashwagandha and dried tulsi: keep in airtight containers. Store powdered forms in cool places. Heat and moisture degrade them. Some people refrigerate ashwagandha powder for extended shelf life. Properly stored, these maintain potency for 1 to 2 years. Golden milk base: prepare and freeze golden milk base in ice cube trays. Freeze cubes of golden milk base, turmeric, ginger, black pepper, healthy fat blended together. Then store in freezer bags. Each morning or evening, thaw 1 or 2 cubes, add hot milk, and enjoy. This saves preparation time while ensuring consistent consumption. Herb tinctures and extracts: for extended preservation, make herbal tinctures by steeping dried herbs in alcohol for several weeks, then straining. These liquid extracts last years when stored properly. Alternatively, make herbal glycerin extracts using vegetable glycerin instead of alcohol. These last months to years and avoid alcohol. Budget-conscious methods. Incorporating these herbs doesn't require significant expense. Strategic shopping and preparation keep costs low while maintaining quality. Buy in bulk. Purchasing larger quantities from specialty stores or online sources often costs significantly less per ounce. Properly stored, bulk purchases maintain quality for extended periods. Split bulk purchases with friends to access bulk pricing while sharing freshness. Seasonal shopping. Buy garlic after harvest, late summer, when prices are lowest and quality highest. Purchase ginger during peak season. Growing tulsi seasonally provides free, fresh leaves. Shopping seasonally significantly reduces costs. Use economical sources. Regular grocery store garlic costs pennies. Farmers' markets often have excellent pricing on fresh produce. Growing your own requires minimal investment. Tulsi seeds cost dollars and produce leaves all season. Prioritize affordable herbs. Garlic and ginger are extraordinarily affordable. Turmeric costs little. Ashwagandha and tulsi cost more, but still provide excellent value. Starting with affordable garlic and ginger, while gradually adding pricier, ashwagandha spreads costs over time. Minimize waste. Use all parts of herbs. Garlic stems and leaves add flavor. Ginger skins, when organic, contain nutrients and need not be removed. Tulsi entire plant is useful. Minimizing waste stretches your herb budget. Calculate cost per serving. A penny's worth of turmeric powder provides therapeutic benefit. A few cents of garlic, ginger, and tulsi create comprehensive healing preparation. The daily cost of consuming all 5 herbs often totals less than $1, far less than medications or supplements. Meal preparation ideas. Featuring all 5 herbs. Meal preparation is the secret to consistent herb consumption. When herbs are already incorporated into prepared meals, consistency happens naturally. Sunday meal prep session, 90 minutes. Batch 1, golden curry base. Make a large pot of curry containing turmeric, ginger, garlic, and tulsi, added at the end. Portion into containers. This forms the base for multiple meals throughout the week. Batch 2, ashwagandha ginger tea base. Prepare double or triple batches of ashwagandha ginger tea. Store in refrigerator. Each morning, heat 1 portion and drink. Batch 3, garlic herb paste. Mince large amounts of fresh garlic, ginger, and tulsi. Mix with olive oil and store in a jar. Use this paste in cooking throughout the week. Add to soups, rice, vegetables, salads. Batch 4, turmeric ginger rice. Cook large batches of rice with turmeric, ginger, and black pepper. Portion into containers. Reheat as needed throughout the week. These 4 batches provide all 5 herbs incorporated into simple meals, ready to reheat and eat. Minimal cooking required during the week means consistency happens automatically. Weekly meal plan with herb integration. Here's a realistic weekly meal plan incorporating all 5 herbs naturally. Monday, breakfast, oatmeal with ginger and cinnamon. Lunch, turmeric rice with steamed vegetables and garlic herb paste. Dinner, golden milk before bed with ashwagandha. Tuesday, breakfast, fresh tulsi tea with honey. Lunch, garlic herb curry with spinach and coconut milk. Dinner, ginger turmeric soup with fresh basil. Wednesday, breakfast, smoothie with ginger, turmeric, and coconut milk. Lunch, leftover curry from Tuesday. Dinner, garlic roasted vegetables with herbed rice. Thursday, breakfast, ashwagandha milk warmed with cinnamon. Lunch, raw garlic and lemon on salad with turmeric vinaigrette. Dinner, ginger turmeric broth with tulsi leaves. Friday, breakfast, ginger tea with fresh tulsi leaves. Lunch, herb-infused grain bowl with all 5 herbs. Dinner, golden milk with ashwagandha before bed. Saturday, breakfast, turmeric scrambled eggs with garlic toast. Lunch, fresh vegetable soup with ginger, garlic, and turmeric. Dinner, herbal curry with all 5 herbs. Sunday, breakfast, ashwagandha milk chai with ginger. Lunch and dinner, meal prep day, prepare batches for the week ahead. Evening, golden milk with turmeric and ginger before bed. This plan shows how easily all 5 herbs integrate into normal eating without special effort. No complicated recipes, just thoughtful ingredient choices. Simple recipes for beginners. If you're new to cooking with these herbs, start with simple preparations that require minimal skill. 5-minute turmeric tea. Add 1/4 teaspoon turmeric, 1 pinch black pepper, and 1 teaspoon honey to 1 cup hot water. Stir drink. Done. 10-minute ginger garlic rice. Cook rice. Add 1 teaspoon coconut oil, minced garlic, grated ginger, and 1/4 teaspoon turmeric to cooked rice. Mix. Season with sea salt. 15-minute golden milk. Heat 1 cup milk. Add turmeric, ginger, black pepper, honey. Simmer 5 minutes. Drink. 20-minute herb soup. Boil broth. Add diced vegetables, minced garlic, grated ginger, turmeric. Simmer until vegetables are tender, 10 to 15 minutes. Add fresh tulsi at the end. Season with salt. These simple preparations provide all 5 herbs with minimal cooking skill required. Time-saving preparation methods for busy people. Efficiency is essential. These methods minimize preparation time. Prepared pastes. Make large batches of garlic, ginger, turmeric paste. Fresh garlic, fresh ginger, turmeric powder, black pepper, coconut oil. Store in jar. Add 1 tablespoon to hot water for instant tea, to rice, to soups. Preparation takes 5 minutes. Use takes 1 minute. Tea bags. Place dried tulsi, ginger, and turmeric in reusable tea infusers or small cloth bags. Store in cupboard. Add to hot water for instant herbal tea. Pre-cut fresh herbs. Buy pre-minced garlic, though fresh is better, and pre-grated ginger from stores. While slightly more expensive, the time-saving supports consistency. Slow cooker. Place curry ingredients in slow cooker in the morning. By dinner, herbs are fully incorporated into a meal-ready dish. Minimal active time. Frozen herb cubes. Prepare golden milk or herb tea. Freeze in ice cube trays. Store in freezer. Each morning, thaw a cube and enjoy instant herbal preparation. Making herbs convenient for busy lifestyles. The most practical approach combines convenience with quality. These strategies work for genuinely busy people. Subscription services. Some services deliver fresh, prepared herb combinations monthly. Higher cost, but guarantees consistent consumption for those willing to prioritize this. Capsules and supplements. While whole herbs are superior, high-quality capsules provide convenience. Take 1 to 2 ashwagandha capsules with breakfast, garlic capsules with lunch. This guarantees consumption even when meal preparation isn't possible. Travel-friendly preparations. Make small jars of golden milk paste or herb powder to take on trips. Pack tulsi tea bags. Carry garlic and ginger supplements. Travel doesn't interrupt your protocol. Office/workplace integration. Keep tulsi tea at work. Drink ashwagandha milk before bed at home. Even on busy nights, make golden milk the night before and drink it cold next day. Find pockets of time for consistent consumption. Habit stacking. Attach herb consumption to existing habits. Drink tulsi tea while checking email. Consume ashwagandha milk while reading before bed. Add garlic to lunch salad. This automatic integration ensures consistency. Kitchen tools needed. You don't need expensive equipment to incorporate these herbs. Basic tools suffice. Essential: sharp knife for chopping, cutting board, pot or kettle for heating water, cups for drinking tea, jars for storage. Helpful: Microplane grater for fresh ginger creates finer texture than box grater. Mortar and pestle for crushing seeds and herbs. Reusable tea infuser for loose herbs. Ice cube trays for freezing herb preparations. Slow cooker for minimal effort cooking. Optional: high-speed blender for making herb pastes. Food processor for bulk herb preparation. Dehydrator for drying fresh herbs from your garden. Most kitchens already have essential and helpful tools. No expensive equipment is necessary to create comprehensive herb protocols. Creating sustainable routines. The ultimate goal is creating herb consumption habits that persist without conscious effort. Here's how. Start small. Don't try to incorporate all 5 herbs perfectly immediately. Begin with one herb, perhaps turmeric in golden milk. Add another after 2 weeks. Gradually build to all 5. This prevents overwhelm and allows habits to establish. Focus on enjoyment. If you hate the taste of something, you won't consume it consistently. Find preparations you genuinely enjoy. If you don't like turmeric in milk, use it in food instead. If you hate raw garlic, use cooked garlic. Consistency comes from enjoyment. Connect to values. Remember why you're doing this. You're investing in health, preventing disease, honoring your body's natural healing capacity, following Buddhist wisdom. Let your values motivate consistency when convenience falters. Track benefits. Notice improvements. Energy, sleep, pain reduction, mental clarity, digestion. When you experience benefits, motivation increases automatically. Keep a simple journal of what you consume and how you feel. Community. Share your herb journey with others. Cooking together, discussing results, supporting each other's consistency makes the practice enjoyable and sustainable. Flexibility. Perfect is the enemy of good. Missing one day doesn't negate benefits. Occasionally using cooked garlic instead of raw or store-bought soup with herbs, instead of homemade, these variations maintain consistency without perfectionism. The goal is not perfection, but sustainable integration of these 5 herbs into your actual life. When these herbs become as natural as eating and drinking, when their consumption requires no willpower effort, when they're simply part of how you nourish yourself, that's when their transformative power becomes undeniable. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Begin today with one small step and let consistency compound into profound health transformation. The healing journey. What to expect. Beginning this 5-herb regimen represents a commitment to health restoration. Understanding what to expect during this journey prevents discouragement and helps you interpret your body's responses accurately. The healing process isn't linear. Some weeks feel dramatically better, others feel frustratingly unchanged. Understanding the timeline, recognizing healing versus detox symptoms, and listening to your body's signals allows you to navigate this journey with confidence and patience. Timeline: weeks 1 to 4, month 1 to 3, beyond 3 months. The healing journey unfolds in phases. Each phase brings different experiences and different types of improvements. Knowing what to expect helps you recognize progress, even when it's subtle. Weeks 1 to 4, the adjustment phase. During the first month, your body is adjusting to these new herbal inputs. This phase is relatively short but important for establishing consistency and observing initial responses. In weeks 1 to 2, you may notice minimal change. You're still operating in old patterns. Your gut bacteria are beginning to shift. Your body's inflammatory baseline hasn't yet decreased. Some people feel no different. Others notice subtle improvements, slightly better sleep, marginally improved digestion, or minor energy shifts. Don't be discouraged by lack of dramatic change. Important adaptations are occurring internally. By week 3 to 4, most people notice something. Sleep often improves noticeably. Digestion typically becomes more regular and comfortable. Energy may become more stable. Mental clarity often improves slightly. Pain levels, if you suffer from joint or muscle pain, may decrease modestly. These early improvements motivate continued consistency. Some people experience mild detoxification symptoms during weeks 1 to 4, slight headache, mild nausea, or temporary changes in bowel movements. These indicate your body is mobilizing toxins and beginning cleansing processes, discussed in detail in the next section. The primary task during weeks 1 to 4 is establishing consistent consumption. Make these 4 weeks about habituation. Consuming the herbs becomes routine. Don't expect dramatic transformation yet. Focus on consistency and notice subtle positive shifts. Months 1 to 3. The activation stage. The second and third months signify authentic healing activation. Your system has acclimated to the herbs. Your gut flora has changed toward advantageous bacteria. Inflammatory pathways have started diminishing. The system's innate repair systems are now fully engaged. Throughout months 1 to 3, enhancements accelerate. Sleep becomes markedly deeper, more rejuvenating, with reduced night wakings. Many individuals note waking up feeling truly refreshed for the initial time in years. Digestion commonly regularizes entirely. Most gut issues like bloating, flatulence, constipation, or diarrhea resolve. Energy levels stabilize and rise. Mental sharpness enhances perceptibly. Focus and recall frequently improve. Mood typically becomes brighter. For individuals with pain issues like arthritis, muscular aches, migraines, discomfort reduces significantly in this stage. Many people lessen or stop pain medications. For individuals with persistent inflammation, inflammatory indicators frequently start normalizing. During months 2 to 3, more profound changes appear. Skin often clears and radiates. Hair and nails can become stronger. Immune performance observably gets better. People get fewer colds and heal faster from minor ailments. Sexual function and libido frequently enhance. Physical look often changes. People appear healthier, more lively, with cleaner skin and brighter eyes. Some report emotional gains, lower anxiety, diminished depressive feelings, better emotional durability, improved stress handling. While ashwagandha and tulsi target anxiety and stress directly, the comprehensive physical gains, improved rest, lowered inflammation, better digestion, generate emotional steadiness that boosts psychological health. By month 3, most users have witnessed sufficient progress to become sincerely driven to persist. The drive changes from pure discipline to genuine want. You wish to continue because you are feeling unambiguous benefits. Beyond 3 months, the transformation stage. After 90 days of regular use, deep transformation becomes evident. Your body has essentially recalibrated. Your microbiome has been completely renewed. Inflammatory pathways have stabilized. Your system's healing potential, liberated from perpetual inflammation and stress, genuinely activates. Months 3 to 6 often bring sustained gains in every area. Physical look continues enhancing. People appear 5 to 10 years younger than they did 3 months earlier. Energy becomes vigorous and prolonged. Physical abilities improve. People work out more efficiently, recuperate quicker. Sleep becomes even deeper. Sexual health often reaches peak levels. Skin clarity and radiance amplify. Beyond 6 months, something notable frequently occurs. Wellness becomes your new normal. You have adapted to feeling authentically well. You perceive how poorly you felt before these gains, realizing that what you considered typical was actually masked chronic sickness. You understand you had been functioning at 40 to 50% capacity and now operate at 80 to 90%. By 12 months of steady use, people often describe having better health than at any time in their adult life. Friends and relatives observe changes, weight stabilization, radiant skin, lively energy, enhanced mental clarity. Many feel they have recovered decades of lost vitality. The recovery timeline is not rigid. Personal differences are significant. A person with serious chronic illness might need 6 to 12 months to witness radical changes. A relatively well individual might detect transformations within 4 to 6 weeks. The crucial rule is regularity. Continue taking the herbs for at least 90 days before assessing outcomes. Shorter periods frequently do not allow enough time for authentic recovery. Cleansing signs versus recovery signs. As your system starts removing collected toxins and re-establishing balance, you might experience unpleasant sensations. Differentiating between detoxification signs, transient clearing of toxins, and genuine negative responses, stop the herb, is vital for maintaining regularity. Cleansing signs, usually transient, 3 to 7 days. Mild head pain as toxins circulate. Slight queasiness as the gastrointestinal system activates shifts in bowel habits. Loose stools or short-term constipation. Mild skin eruptions as skin expels toxins via pores. Temporary foul breath or body smell as toxins are expelled. Slight tiredness as the body channels energy toward healing. Mild agitation as the neural system releases stored tension. Short-term flare-up of existing pain as zones of inflammation are activated. These signs are actually positive markers. Your body is actively purifying. They usually climax within 3 to 7 days, then settle as toxins are removed. Recovery signs, progressive enhancement, steadily improving sleep depth and length, progressively better digestion and energy post-meals, consistent reduction in pain levels over weeks, gradually improving energy reserves, progressive mental clarity and concentration gains, gradual skin enhancement over weeks, progressive weight stabilization, steadily improving mood and emotional balance, progressive immune enhancement, fewer illnesses. Recovery signs steadily improve over weeks and months. They do not create distress. They generate increasing wellness. True negative responses. Stop the herb immediately. Serious allergic responses, breathing trouble, extreme swelling. Severe gastrointestinal upset, extreme vomiting, intense diarrhea. Severe head pain that does not subside. Severe rash or skin responses. Severe dizziness or vertigo. Heart flutters or irregular pulse. Any symptom that genuinely alarms you. True negative responses are uncommon, but necessitate halting the herb immediately and contacting medical professionals. Managing cleansing signs. If you experience cleansing signs, they usually resolve quickly without action. However, you can assist your body's purification. Drink considerably more water to flush toxins. Lower herb amounts temporarily if signs feel intense. Guarantee sufficient rest to support purification. Consume light, nutritious foods. Take warm baths with Epsom salt to assist toxin removal through skin. Avoid extra stress during cleansing. Most cleansing signs resolve within 7 days. If signs continue beyond 1 week, reduce herb amounts and increase water consumption. Almost invariably, signs resolve without discontinuing the herbs. How to understand your body's messages. Your body communicates continuously about what it requires. Learning to interpret these messages avoids issues and optimizes your recovery. Energy messages. Note your energy rhythms. After incorporating herbs, is your energy rising? Are you waking more refreshed? Are you sustaining energy during the day? Better improving energy signifies herbs are working. Stable or dropping energy may indicate amounts are too low or inadequate. Rest is hindering recovery. Digestion messages. Your gastrointestinal system gives instant feedback. Improved digestion signifies herbs are assisting your microbiome and inflammatory pathways. Worsening digestion could indicate too much raw garlic, reduce and use cooked garlic instead, or need for amount adjustment. Sleep messages. Sleep quality is among the most reliable markers of recovery. Improving sleep signifies stress hormones are stabilizing and your neural system is calming. Sleep quality is frequently the first gain people notice. Pain messages. Reducing pain, whether joint pain, muscular soreness, or migraines, indicates inflammation is lowering. Pain that briefly intensifies, then improves, is typically detoxification, toxins circulating. Persistent intensifying pain could indicate a need for adjustment. Mood messages, improving mood, lowering anxiety, and better emotional durability signify neural system balance is enhancing. Short-term mood shifts during early cleansing are normal. Persistent mood deterioration could indicate your specific constitution requires modified herb ratios. Appetite and cravings. Many people note their appetite stabilizes, no more extreme hunger or total lack of appetite. Cravings often change less want for processed foods, more desire for nutritious whole foods. This indicates your metabolism is normalizing. Mental clarity, enhanced focus, better memory, clearer cognition indicate inflammation is reducing in the brain and neural system is calming. This is among the most noticeable gains many people experience. Physical look, enhancing skin clarity, glowing complexion, strengthening hair and nails indicate internal healing showing externally. These visible gains frequently drive continued regularity. Overall wellness. The most crucial message is your overall feeling of wellness. Do you feel improved, more vibrant, more present in your body, more energized, better able to manage stress? These subjective gains matter more than any external measure. Modifying amounts based on reaction. The initial amounts suggested represent starting points. Personal variation means some people require more or less to attain optimal outcomes. Learning to adjust based on your reaction maximizes benefit. If you are experiencing good outcomes, maintain current amounts. If you are experiencing steady gains, your body is reacting well to present quantities. Consistency matters more than raising amounts. If you are experiencing minimal outcomes after 4 weeks, your system might require higher amounts. Slowly increase by 25% every 2 to 3 weeks. For instance, if taking 1/4 teaspoon turmeric daily, raise to 1/3 teaspoon. Monitor reaction. Continue slow increases until you note gains or reach research-backed maximum amounts. If you are experiencing cleansing signs, briefly reduce amounts by 25 to 50% while raising water consumption and rest. As cleansing signs resolve, slowly increase back to previous amounts. This gentler method enables purification without overwhelming discomfort. If you are experiencing gastrointestinal discomfort, this typically indicates raw garlic quantity is too high, or your digestive system is sensitive. Lower raw garlic and prioritize cooked garlic instead. If turmeric causes discomfort, consume with meals and ensure black pepper is included. Boosts absorption and reduces GI upset. If ginger causes discomfort, reduce amount or use cooked ginger instead of raw. If you are experiencing excessive calmness, ashwagandha might be too high of a dose for you. Lower ashwagandha amount, particularly nighttime doses. Some individuals are sensitive to ashwagandha's relaxing effects and perform better with smaller quantities. If you are not experiencing anticipated sleep gains, for sleep problems, ashwagandha and tulsi might require higher amounts. However, also assess sleep habits. Are you active? Avoiding screens 1 to 2 hours before sleep? Keeping bedroom cool and dark? Sometimes sleep enhancement requires amount raises plus lifestyle adjustments. Personal variation rule. The key rule is this: there is no universal amount. Your ideal amount depends on your body mass, constitution, age, pre-existing health conditions, and personal sensitivity. A person weighing 120 pounds might prosper on lower amounts than someone weighing 200 pounds. A person with high sensitivity might perform better on half the suggested amounts. A person with severe sickness might need maximum amount. Start cautiously, watch your reaction, and modify gradually based on outcomes. This customized method, respecting your unique system, optimizes results. Common errors that hinder progress. Understanding common errors prevents them and speeds your outcomes. Error number 1, irregularity. The most frequent error is irregular consumption. People take herbs for 1 week eagerly, miss several days, then restart irregularly. Healing requires regular input over weeks and months. Sporadic use will not produce meaningful outcomes. Pledge to daily consumption for at least 90 days before assessing results. Error number 2, expecting immediate transformation. People often expect drastic change within days. Authentic healing requires weeks and months. Expecting immediate outcomes creates disappointment and abandonment. Instead, anticipate gradual enhancement and acknowledge small wins. Error number 3, low-grade herbs. Using degraded, impure, or poorly stored herbs offers minimal benefit. Spend on quality herbs from trustworthy suppliers. This ensures you get actual therapeutic compounds instead of inactive plant matter. Error number 4, disregarding preparation optimization. Many people consume turmeric without black pepper, destroying 95% of bioavailability. They use cooked garlic expecting antimicrobial benefits, which need raw. They take herbs at incorrect times for ideal effect. Understanding preparation maximizes outcomes. Error number 5, inadequate water consumption. Herbs mobilize toxins. Without sufficient water, your system cannot remove them efficiently. During herb use, increase water consumption by 30 to 50%. Many people believe they are experiencing herb side effects when actually they are dehydrated during cleansing. Error number 6, continuing other inflammatory habits. Taking herbs while eating processed foods, sitting too much, experiencing chronic stress, and sleeping poorly compromises herb benefits. Herbs perform best when paired with supportive lifestyle habits. Even modest lifestyle enhancements, 1 extra hour of rest, 1 additional walk daily, slightly less processed food considerably boost herb benefits. Error number 7, quitting too early. Many people stop herbs after 4 to 6 weeks when they do not see drastic change. Most substantial benefits appear after 8 to 12 weeks. Patience is crucial. Error number 8, overcomplicating. Some people attempt to follow perfect regimens, taking every combination, using every supplement, fixating on precise amounts. This generates stress, which undermines healing and makes regularity impossible. Keep it straightforward. Pick 1 or 2 primary combinations and take them regularly. Error number 9, ignoring symptom patterns. Some people do not record what they take or how they feel, so they cannot detect patterns. Maintaining simple notes, what you took, how you felt, shows patterns that help optimize your regimen. Error number 10, expecting herbs alone to fix everything. While these herbs are potent, they perform best combined with sufficient rest, consistent activity, stress control, and whole food nutrition. Herbs boost and accelerate healing, but do not replace these fundamental practices. When to anticipate specific health gains. Different health gains follow different schedules. Understanding these schedules prevents early discouragement. Quickest gains, 1 to 4 weeks. Sleep quality, digestive regularity, mental clarity right after consumption, acute pain reduction, energy stabilization. Medium speed gains, 4 to 12 weeks. Chronic pain reduction, sustained energy rise, mood enhancement, immune strength, weight stabilization, skin clarity. Slower gains, 12 plus weeks. Cardiovascular indicator improvement, blood sugar normalization, major anti-aging effects, cancer risk reduction, deep neural system rebalancing, hormonal balance restoration. Personal schedule factors. The intensity of your beginning condition impacts schedule considerably. A person with mild inflammation might see 80% improvement in 6 weeks. A person with severe long-term inflammation might require 6 to 12 months for similar gains. A person already relatively well might detect subtle refinements within weeks. A person very sick might require months just to reach baseline health. Do not compare your schedule to others' schedules. Your body recovers according to its needs and capacity, not according to external timelines. Monitoring progress. Physical and psychological indicators. Monitoring your progress offers powerful motivation and helps you recognize slight gains you might otherwise overlook. Physical indicators to monitor. Sleep quality, subjective 1 to 10 score, how refreshed you feel. Sleep length, pain levels, if applicable, 1 to 10 scale for various body regions. Energy levels, 1 to 10 scale at different daytime periods. Digestion, regularity, comfort, bloating reduction. Weight, weekly, observe trends rather than daily changes. Appearance, skin clarity, glow, vitality. Physical performance, can you exercise longer, recuperate faster, feel more powerful? Illness frequency, how many colds, how fast recovery? Medications required, can you lower amounts? Mental, emotional indicators to monitor. Mood, average mood 1 to 10 score. Anxiety levels, 1 to 10 scale. Mental clarity, 1 to 10 score. Capacity to concentrate, stress durability, how well you manage stressful events. Emotional control, do you respond or react to stressors? Overall wellness sense, 1 to 10 score. Motivation and drive, do you feel more driven? Monitoring method. Keep simple weekly notes. Date, herbs taken, brief notes about how you felt. After 4 weeks, review your notes. Compare week 1 to week 4. Most people note meaningful gains by reviewing their notes, even if daily experience seemed unchanged. Many people take baseline pictures at the start, face, full body, then pictures monthly. After 3 to 6 months, comparing pictures shows visible gains, skin clarity, weight shifts, overall appearance, that subjective memory might undervalue. Sustaining regularity and establishing routines. The most crucial factor deciding whether you experience these substantial benefits is regularity. Understanding routine formation helps you sustain regularity through the weeks and months needed for deep recovery. Routine stacking. Connect herb consumption to existing routines. Drink tulsi tea while reading morning news. Take ashwagandha milk while reading before sleep. Add turmeric to lunch you already eat. This automatic link guarantees regularity without requiring determination. Environmental planning. Make taking herbs easy. Keep tulsi tea bags in your bedroom. Store golden milk ingredients on your kitchen counter. Keep garlic visible when preparing meals. Remove obstacles that prevent regular consumption. Social support. Inform family, friends, or online groups about your commitment. Their support and accountability assist regularity. Some people find accountability partners, others also following the 5-herb regimen, and check in weekly about consumption and progress. Celebration. Notice and acknowledge gains. When you sleep better, recognize it. When pain decreases, celebrate it. These acknowledgements drive continued regularity. Do not wait for drastic transformation to celebrate. Acknowledge every gain. Reframing. View herb consumption not as duty, but as gift you are giving yourself. Each cup of tea is an act of self-care. Each herb-infused meal is nourishment and medicine simultaneously. Reframing consumption from "I must" to "I may" considerably improves regularity. Expect interruptions. Sickness, travel, stress, or life events sometimes disrupt regularity. This is normal. One disrupted week does not cancel benefits. Simply resume consumption without guilt. Long-term regularity matters more than perfection. Quarterly assessment. Every 90 days, formally assess your progress. Review your notes. Notice gains. Evaluate whether your present regimen is working. Make modifications if needed. This quarterly review prevents drifting and helps sustain drive. The recovery journey is exactly that, a journey, not an endpoint. You are not attempting to reach health and then stopping. You are building a lifestyle of herbs, nutritious food, sufficient rest, regular activity, and stress control that supports vibrant health throughout your life. These 5 herbs become not a short-term solution, but a permanent part of how you nourish and heal yourself. Begin today. Commit to regularity. Trust that your system knows how to recover itself when provided proper tools and time. The transformation you will experience will surpass your expectations. Conclusion. We have explored Buddhist wisdom, scientific research, 5 exceptional herbs, and actionable health strategies. The crucial next step is your implementation. Knowledge remains theoretical without application. This conclusion is designed to inspire your journey and outline subsequent actions. Summary of the 5 herbs and central philosophy. Here is a summary of our discoveries. Turmeric, the golden healer, combats cellular inflammation via curcumin, targeting the root of most chronic illnesses. Pair it with black pepper and healthy fats for optimal uptake. Ginger, the warming root, aids digestion, alleviates nausea, boosts circulation, and fortifies immunity through gingerols and shoggols. Utilize it both fresh and cooked for full effects. Holy basil, tulsi, the sacred herb, is an adaptogen that soothes the nerves, lessens anxiety, bolsters immunity, and modulates stress. Revered in Buddhist and Hindu practices, its mental health benefits are science-backed. Ashwagandha, the strength giver, is Ayurveda's prime rejuvenator, stabilizing cortisol, enhancing sleep, supporting sexual health, and building stress resilience via with analydes. It fundamentally recalibrates the nervous system. Garlic, the miracle bulb, is a natural antibiotic with antimicrobial, heart protective, and cancer-fighting qualities. Raw garlic offers peak antimicrobial power. Cooked garlic retains cardiovascular advantages. These 5 herbs, used consistently and in synergy, enable holistic healing for inflammation, immunity, stress, digestion, heart health, and longevity. They embody millions of years of evolution and millennia of traditional use, now confirmed by contemporary science. The central philosophy: your body has an incredible innate ability to self-heal. Illness arises not from bodily failure, but from sustained imbalances, chronic inflammation, unmanaged stress, compromised immunity, poor digestion, and alienation from natural wisdom. These 5 herbs re-establish balance, triggering your body's intrinsic healing potential. When paired with meditation, mindfulness, sufficient sleep, consistent exercise, and whole food diets, they rebuild health from the ground up. This approach does not seek to repair broken systems with external solutions. It aims to restore equilibrium, eliminate barriers to healing, and have faith in the body's inherent intelligence. This is a core tenet of Buddhist medicine. Healing originates from within, given the correct support. The Buddha taught that enlightenment and liberation require both comprehension and practice. Comprehension alone brings no enlightenment. Action without understanding is misdirected effort. Combined, they transform existence. This principle applies directly to health. Knowing these herbs' potential is worthless without regular use. Using them without grasping their deeper purpose restricts their value. But when understanding meets dedicated action, profound change begins. The Buddha also taught that we shape our reality through decisions. Every meal, each moment of stress or peace, every hour slept or lost. These choices accumulate into the health or sickness we experience. You are not a victim of genetics or fate. You are the architect of your health via daily decisions. Starting today, your choices can forge new results, selecting golden milk over coffee, picking meditation over distraction, opting for whole foods over processed items, choosing rest over late nights. These minor decisions, maintained for weeks and months, generate health transformations that later seem miraculous but stem from persistent, intelligent choice-making. The Buddha taught compassion, starting with the self. Care for yourself as you would a dear friend. The pledge to restore your health with these herbs is an act of self-compassion. You are honoring your physical form. You are declaring, I value my well-being. I value my existence. I choose vitality and wellness. This personal commitment creates a deep psychological shift that underpins all other healing. You are not defined by sickness or constraints. You are not a victim of your genetics or situation. You are a being of immense healing potential, holding within your cells the intelligence required for vibrant health. These 5 herbs, turmeric, ginger, holy basil, ashwagandha, and garlic, symbolize nature's acknowledgement of that potential and its wish to aid your recovery. Your body can remedy its own ailments without drugs when given correct nourishment, when inflammation is controlled, when stress is regulated, and when you trust the wisdom that formed your being. This is not fantasy. This is not naive hope. This is observable reality, verified through ages of practice and substantiated by modern science. Begin today. Trust the journey. Commit to consistency. Your transformation is waiting. With profound respect and gratitude for your dedication to health, this concludes your guide to 5 herbs and Buddhist wisdom for natural healing. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this wisdom. Collectively, let's build a world where health, healing, and insight direct our decisions. If you appreciated our video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel, Buddhism Philosophy.